Like, wait, I take a screenshot. If you do that again, I'm gonna scream because you scaring me. Freaking scary thing ain't even on yet.
Ever wondered why ECs are so popular?
Let's go.
What is this?
1. They are cheaper at launch than private condos.
What is this? This is not. What is this? What is this? What is happening? It's an ad. All right, I'm skipping the ad part. Go away. Wait, is it necessary? Oh, it's lure. Okay. All right.
To enter the private market.
2. ECs upgrade to private status in 10 years.
This isn't scary.
They can sell to a wider pool of buyers, including foreigners.
Yo,
3.
you're
If you are
scary
first-time
in this
buyer,
video.
you get
Stop
first
yelling
priority
at me.
to
I
select
didn't
your
do
unit.
nothing.
And you can qualify for first-timer CPF grants too.
I'm very
4.
confused.
You get to enjoy all the condo facilities
Let it
and
marinate.
lifestyle.
I've never
While
watched
sitting
the
on an
video.
investment
It's
that
not even
continues to
scary. It's just
appreciate.
an ad.
5. You'll get your keys to a ready home.
Helping you save on renovation costs.
Move my mouse away. Make life easier.
Sounds good?
Call us now to know
What
more
is
about ECs near
this?
you.
Okay.
We're the HH Property team.
Hassan Jaffa
Build it.
Property.
Give it a
Rumah.
minute. I don't know, bro.
See you next time.
Ah!
You can help save a baby's
This
life
is an
for just
ad.
$1.
Bro! I swear to God. Oh my God. All the ads. Oh my goodness. God.
Hah? Dah.
Cakap apa tahu POV horror story.
TikTok.
Nantilah.
Kau jangan main-main lah. Aku kalau kat sebelah kau aku tumbuk kau punya muka. Horror.
Kau irritating apa kau tadi? Since when kau jadi mak
She's just trying to help you.
Gila sangat. Solat. Aku nak angkat wuduk ni. Ya.
I don't know nothing about this, I'm gonna be honest. Hello?
Tinting bang. Baru apa ni?
And me every time there's soap in the house, I swear to God. Every time it's new and someone's got new soap, I have to just. Ugh. Oh, ew! I don't like the blinking effect. What is that? What is that? Don't do that to me.
Okay.
She gonna come down there and smack you in the head. Reached 100K. What? 100K what? Brain cells, can I have one?
Macamlah dia baik sangat.
She's just trying to help you.
Allah.
Channel points. Oh.
Allahu Akbar.
Congratulations. These are nice couches. Sorry. Off topic.
That's it.
Okay. And this is why you give it no. Okay.
Allahu
Hey,
Akbar.
Mom.
Allahu Akbar.
We're watching scary. Oh my god.
Oh, panas.
We're watching scary videos because of my hand being funny. So it's kind of a chill with me day.
Apa kita ada? Oh, panas, panas, panas. Alamak, 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 alamak. Allahu Akbar. Allahu
Okay, pal.
Akbar.
Dang! Alright, even it be your own sometimes. Oh, okay. How'd you teleport? Weren't you just walking down the stairs?
Naya dari tadi ke kat sana? Naya? Naya marah kat Sti Naya,
That video.
jangan merajuk lah. Naya?
Have a great time doing anything else.
Okay, Naya. Kasih sorry ke? Naya? Naya? Nanti kita tengok movie?
Ew. Don't smile like that. That's gonna freaking me out. Oh, now you're possessed!
Apa tadi? Aduh.
That's... Should have taken your sister seriously. Alright. But you with your mouth closed! That's the scariest part of this. Sorry, no, I'm kidding. But what? Chew with your mouth closed. What is that? Stop scraping your blade like that. The noise. Having dinner, but we're not mannersing.
Naya? Naya?
I'll show you my dinner
Tengah
with my
makan?
mouth open tonight, not her viewed. No. Me personally would never be downstairs when it is dark. It was lit up earlier, wasn't it?
Naya makan apa malam ni?
Scraping her freaking ball.
Naya?
Like she's dying.
Naya?
God. Oh, okay. Girl, you're not just possessed, you're omega possessed. Do you think running was gonna help you at that point? The scraping makes you have to commit crimes. Me too.
Apa tadi?
Girl, turn the light on. They were all right there. Like 2 seconds ago. You know what it was. gonna come for you. Should have prayed quicker and stopped focusing on TikTok. This is what she gets. She's got an alert. Oh, hi. The baby jump a little bit. Hi. Yes, you do. Little gremlin. It's a little gremlin, bro. God. Girl, you should have listened to your sister. What'd we learn? It's gonna follow you. Oh, it can just fly. Oh, it's you. It's wearing your pants.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum.
That makes sense. Okay, it's called.
لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما
She's not
في
very
الأرض.
nice. No.
من ذا
I
الذي
hate his face.
يشفع
It's like
عنده
got blood
إلا
around its
بإذنه.
nose and mouth. Is it me? Excuse me. Get a water bottle to spray it. Go squirt, squirt. Spray it in the face. Or just drink some holy water. I don't know, bro. What do you do?
Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Ya Allah. Aduh, ya Allah.
Now, hold on. How'd you get upstairs to sleep? That's what I'd be like. I'd be like, hold on. I was just on the stairs.
Enggak gue.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sure. Bye. Yeah. Poke in the face. Give it a boop. Give it a little boop. Give it a little boop. Okay. Nice. That was nice. I'm gonna just bite his nose. That thing thinks that gotcha. Let me open it up. Okay. Let's just, we'll just, let me pause it. Are you just gonna, okay, cool. That's fine, I can live with it. Kind of going in order from when they were given. Alright. This one. Okay. Oh, there's no.
Her home became lost in the forest.
I don't like the noise. The noise freaks me out a little bit.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
She lived with her parents and she loved to play outside. One day she went away too far from her home and became lost in
Bro,
the
I'd say
forest.
so. It went from
Then she
sunshine
found
to
an old
nighttime.
cottage and went inside. When she went inside, she was secret to see 3 bowls of porridge.
Then she broke it in her.
As she
Sorry.
ate them one by one, she said, "This porridge is too hot. This porridge is too cold." But when she ate the small one, she said, "This one is just right."
Yeah, and then she
After
stole
she
it.
ate the porridge, her legs were hurting. Then she saw 3 chairs. When she sat on the first one, she said, "This one is too big." When she sat on the second one, she said, "This one is big as well." But when she sat on the last one, she said, "This one is just right." And suddenly it broke.
Oh,
Goldilocks was now tired and went upstairs
so I
and
didn't even
found
break
3
their
beds.
freaking chair.
Then she went to the big one and said, "This one is too hard." Then she went to the second one and said, "This one is too soft." And when she went to the third bed, she said, "This one is just right." And then she fell asleep.
I don't know, dude. Oh.
Hello, little girl. What are you doing in me and my family's home? I'm Papa Bear. Now tell me. What are you doing in our house?
Ew.
Oh no. You are not going anywhere.
You broke into Freddy Fazbear house. Sorry. Oh, you're not the first kid to break it in her. Alright then.
This is between 5 and
You sent it! What do you mean this is the cursed stuff you come back into? Ew! Eyes. Poke him. Sorry. We're just chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling. Oh, she dead now. What we learned. Don't break and enter. Don't go into strange houses. All of the above. God! Alright, this is Alma. Comedic relief is giving me a mustache. Oh, man. Where's my mouse? Oh! Okay. I have a question. Where are her parents? Aw. Oh, that's creepy. There's like just a doll of you in the window now. You mean to tell me you never looked in that doll shop before? Bro, it's literally you. Don't you go in that store. I agree, it's very cute. Oh, it's gone. Well, now definitely don't go in there. Double don't go in there. Triple don't go in there. And you're going in there. Oh. That one's kind of creepy. You are not going to break in and enter a store. Oh. You want the creepy doll? You would go in there? I wouldn't. It got even creepier! The door just opened on its own. That's genuinely just cool. The one with the big smile. The door's shutting behind her and she's letting it. That one's creepy. It's trying to run, dude! Bro, it's trying to run. The doll is trying to run. Oh. What did we learn? Oh my god, they're all people. We learned don't go into the doll shop on 7th Street. Place is weird 2 minutes ago. Place is cool if only we were on it. Next victim. These kids in breaking and entering, man. Those were all the kids. Is there anything after the credits? Because this feels like one of those. But I have no idea. Alright, I guess not. I waited. The man with no mouth. I think I missed one. Hold on, I think I missed one. Because I think the next one was, might have missed one. Yeah, I missed one. Oopsies. What? Wait, what? This is not the video. Oh, that was an ad. Alright.
When Snapchat was hitting a new wave of popularity back in 2017, I was just one of the guys who hopped on the trend at first, but I ended up using it a lot. It was the way that everyone seemed to be connecting with each other at the time. I was able to keep in touch with friends I didn't usually get to see. Sometimes I met new people on there, and I could find out what was going on around town on any particular night, just by looking at the stories people posted, which was a great tool to have when you live in a small town like Carrollton, Georgia. But honestly, 90% of the times I opened the app was just to snap my girlfriend. We were both very busy with our lives, but wanted to stay as close as we could, so we would snap each other basically all the time. It did more than save the relationship though. I can all but say without a doubt that it saved a life. Years later, I still think about how crazy this was, and how it all started out from a very mundane set of circumstances. I was at home, working on a kinesiology case study when I got a Snapchat from my girlfriend.
Okay.
It was just a car selfie with no caption, but that was what most of our snaps back and forth were, just so we could see each other's faces, I guess. I took a quick selfie on my own and sent it back, then tried to go back to see what I was working on. But within about 30 seconds, I got another one from her. This time she was in a line to check out at the grocery store, taking a selfie over her shoulder at the people in line behind her. There still wasn't a caption, so I was a little confused as to why she showed me the random strangers that were just going shopping. So I sent back a confused selfie with the caption asking what she was saying. The next snap was of her walking through the parking lot to her car, but this time she said she was on her way to see me. I smiled and looked over at the picture of her for a few seconds before it expired, but then at the last second, I noticed something disturbing in the background. There was a creepy man walking behind her, clearly checking her
I'd
out.
freak out.
I immediately snapped her back, telling her to call me right away. But despite us going back and forth for a few minutes, there was all of a sudden no reply. I then tried calling her, which which I guess I should have done in the first place. But she didn't pick up. She also hadn't opened my message yet, so I assumed she was talking to a friend.
Why
and
would you
too busy
assume
driving
that?
to use her phone. I knew she was on her way to my place, so I decided to forget about it and tried to get some work done before she arrived. At that point, I ended up getting a little too focused on what I was doing, because before I knew it, over half an hour had gone by. And then out of nowhere, I had finally gotten a notification from my girlfriend, except she hadn't really replied to me. It was her sharing her Snap Map location with me, but the odd thing about it was that she was nowhere near my house.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm Pen and Paper.
No, go away, pen and paper guy. We're watching something. God!
Which was at least a 45-minute drive from Carrollton. I was very confused at this point, and I had a bad feeling about it, so I replied right away, urgently asking her why she was 50 miles away in Atlanta. There was a full minute of no reply in which my anxiety started to fester.
Girl, call the
She
cops!
finally replied with a Snapchat. I opened it up, unveiling one of the most disturbing, blood-curdling pictures I had ever seen in my life. It was a selfie of my girlfriend crying, with the caption of the most gut-wrenching single word I have ever read saying, "Kidnapped." That's when I began to lose my mind. I couldn't register what was going on or what logical thing to do
What do
next,
you
as my
mean?
stupid brain didn't think to just call the cops immediately.
What do you mean, oh no, she's in
Instead,
Atlanta?
I tried to keep the communication
does
going
not-
with her over
okay.
Snapchat. I
He's
begged her to
confused why
tell me
she's
that
there,
she
'cause
was
she don't live
pregnant,
there.
but then the next picture made my heart
And she
sink
said,
even
"I'm coming
further."
to your
she
house.
had the camera pointed to the side, showing her in the passenger seat of her own car, with that same creep from before in the driver's seat. And the caption, I could almost hear her voice saying it from the look of fear in her eyes. It read,
Don't let me die.
I paced around my room in a panic, racking
Dude,
my brain,
call
trying to figure
the
out what to do. I said I
police!
was going to get help and told her to keep opening Snapchat whenever it was safe for her to do so. That way her location would keep updating. Then at last, I called the cops and told them exactly what was happening. They took it seriously, notifying all the Atlanta police
After
departments
30
about
years!
the kidnapping
Anyway.
in progress. And within a few minutes, there were cops from Carrollton at my door to coordinate my information about her location with the officers that were in the right area to find her. The police ended up tracking them down to an empty parking lot behind an abandoned church in the greater Atlanta area.
Atlanta
My
got mad
girlfriend
baddies.
says that the way the cops swarmed in on them all at once was both awe-inspiring, but almost as scary as getting kidnapped to begin with. The man who kidnapped her was taken into custody, and thankfully denied bail until he was eventually convicted and thrown in prison to rot for a couple decades. Unfortunately, that hasn't been enough to help my girlfriend from being traumatized about
I
it
mean,
ever since,
yeah.
and I don't blame her
Oh
one
my
bit.
God,
I've
what
never
do you
stopped beating myself up
mean?
for not going about it better either. I always think of
If
ways
Florida
in
has
which I
something
could have
against
maybe
Atlanta
stopped it from
personally.
happening in the first place, or at the very
Imagine
least how I
being
could have
kidnapped
lessened
and
the
just
amount of
start
time she
taking
had to be trapped with that
selfies.
psycho. Of course, we are both very glad that the Snap Map feature exists. If it weren't
That's
for
why
that
people
easily
do, like,
accessible
Life
way to see
360
and
and
send the phone's
stuff.
GPS location, things probably would have become the worst case scenario. This story was inspired by a case that happened on September 4th of
Oh my God,
2017.
stop with
The image
the-
below is the victim in question.
Oh my
The
God, they drew
animation
her.
pretty much
She's very
sums up the
pretty.
tragic ordeal.
They
If
drew
it
her
hadn't
very
been
well.
for the Snap Map feature, things could have turned left real quick. Here's a mugshot of the culprit in question. Police
did
have
that
since released
psycho
surveillance
well,
footage of
too.
the
I wouldn't have
kidnapping
given
in the
him the
parking
justice.
lot. Here's what it looked like.
Okay, can we stop with the flashy? Probably had a knife. He probably said, "Get in the car, I'm gonna stab you." I have decided today that I hate Atlanta for no particular reason. Here's a reason. Oh, that's only one of them. There's a few of them in this one.
This happened when I was a freshman in college and lived in a tiny 2-bedroom house in one of the off-campus neighborhoods with another girl. But in an effort to make friends aside from my roommate, I spent as much time as possible on campus. After classes, I would usually study in the library for a few hours or go to the student gym. Whenever I was at the gym, I would always run into this guy named Justin. I never saw him do any real workouts. At most, he would just walk on the treadmill for a few minutes.
That's what I thought, bro. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Around and bother the girls that were there, me being one of them. He would always come up and talk to me while I was in the middle of a set. I would barely acknowledge him, maybe giving him the courteous nod just so he can leave me alone. That's when Justin took it as a green light to start flirting with me, rudely disregarding my workout. I would try to avoid him, but it was clear he never got the message. Unfortunately, during those early days of college, I was in a vulnerable spot, moving away from home and going to school.
It does look like that.
So I didn't have the guts to tell him to straight up screw off like I wanted to. Eventually, over time, we started to form this weird friendship of some sort after he asked me for my Snapchat a bunch of times. I caved and
tell him to go away!
We would snap each other occasionally, but obviously he was a lot more active in the conversation than I was. I wanted him to lose interest and leave me alone, but for some reason I felt compelled to consider him a friend since I lacked having any. But this would all come back to bite me when I started randomly running into Justin more often. We never made plans to hang out, but he had the tendency to just pop up wherever I went around campus. I avoided him when I could, but he was often able to corner me into unwanted conversations where he would habitually ask to walk me home. I always found some way to decline. There was no way I wanted him to know where I lived. However, by the time I started to realize how creepy Justin was, it was already getting to be too late. One night, at around 2 in the morning, I was woken up by a notification. I would usually sleep through that, but I was having trouble sleeping that night because of all the stress from Justin low-key stalking me, so I rolled over to check it out. To my severe disappointment, it was a Snapchat from Justin. I should have left it on delivered for that night, but in a momentary lapse of thinking, I opened it. I was shocked. It was a picture of him standing in the bathroom mirror with nothing but a towel, and he was soliciting me with his caption saying, "Send a nude."
That is the most, oh my god, that is the most gross thing anyone can do. Gross thing anyone can do. Imagine you try kidnapping someone with a knife and you tell them you'll stab them, they turn to you and tell you to stab them, that they're into it. Hope that can be me one day. Therapy! That's the scariest thing that's happening right now. Not really. It's just, the stupidity is astounding to me. Why don't these people call the police? Sorry.
Applying to it, so I left it on red.
Why didn't you block him? Punch him in the face.
A few minutes later, Justin sent me another Snapchat. At this point, I was curious to see how deep he would dig himself into this hole. And what I saw was somehow more disturbing than the mirror picture. It was a selfie of him with tears running down his face.
Oh my god!
This was more disturbing coming from an adult. The caption read, "Why are you leaving me on red?" I felt embarrassed just for thinking we could be friends, and I was losing my patience. So despite the fact he'd already crossed several lines, I gave him the grace of texting.
Please leave me alone.
I sent the message and rolled over to sleep. That's when I heard multiple Snapchat notifications from Justin, but I ignored them for as long as I could. However, the whole situation was causing me to toss and turn, but without ever getting any good rest. Finally, after about an hour, I gave up and checked my phone. The series of snaps I opened in that moment made my blood curdle. The first one was a picture of his feet up on a public bus with a caption saying he was on his way. But what was seemingly just a harmless back and forth interaction became all the more disturbing when I saw his next Snapchat. It was a snap in front of my house saying he was here.
Bro,
I freaked out and sat up.
Hold on. Hold on. Why did he get pointy teeth? Why did it turn into pointy teeth? You know, I thought you might say something like that. You want kidnapped and stabbed. Okay. I know what you are. Okay. I aim to surpass expectations. Be who you are. Also, hold on. Didn't she just not have... I'm very confused. It's
in bed. It was clear he already knew where I lived, but it wasn't over yet. That alone was bad, but it was the third snap that made me know I had to get the police involved. It was a picture looking through a gap between a set of doors. A picture of me sleeping in my bed with the caption, "You look so beautiful when you're asleep."
So he's crazy.
In a
and
heartbeat,
he's a
I
stalker,
sprang out of bed and sprinted out of the room. Right as Justin burst from my closet and started chasing after me, he nearly got me, but I was able to get to the bathroom down the hall and lock the door behind me.
He somehow
A
got in
second
the
later,
closet.
He was banging on the door repeatedly. All I could do was threaten to call the cops, but it seemed like he wasn't going to leave until I surrendered myself. I collapsed with my back pressed against the door as I sat on the bathroom floor, wailing under my breath. I actually couldn't call the cops. I ran out of my room so fast that I left the phone on my bed. Luckily, my roommate just so happened to be in the other room. She had awoken to the chaos and got up to lock her door and call the police for me. About 10 very tense minutes later, the cops showed up. Justin didn't try to run. He folded and let them take
Why
him
am I
away,
being
sobbing like a big baby the
arrested?
whole
Because
time.
you're crazy.
Afterwards, I had the conversation with my roommate about how he was able to find out.
Why'd
where
your
I
hair
lived.
turn
The very first
brown?
thing she asked me was if I left my snap map on. I immediately had the biggest facepalm moment of my life, because that's exactly what it was. The snap map was a new feature back then, and I wasn't thinking much about it until that moment. However, I also learned how little the college cared about my safety. When the cops ran Justin's background, they found multiple instances of aggravated stalking, yet somehow he was allowed to just wander around campus all the time.
Now he got
This
pointy
story was inspired
teeth.
by a real-life event where a male
That's sad.
suspect would use the snap map feature to locate and trace the movements of a female who he had grown an obsession with. When the female started to realize the more random and frequent bump-ins with the male, she knew something was wrong and immediately reached out to law enforcement. The male has since been given a restraining order. The person who submitted the story has attached screenshots of the alleged Snapchats.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What is wrong with him? Oh my god, he needs help.
When I was in my last year of elementary school, that's when Snapchat started becoming super popular. Pretty much everyone had a Snapchat and was using it all the time. The teachers always acted horrified by us being on our phones so much, but we all thought it was just a cool, fun new thing to play with and didn't see the harm in it. I remember when I used to use Snapchat back and forth with this guy named Richard. He was one of those random people that could just pop up on the app and add you as a friend. These days, everybody knows to be cautious with adding people you don't know.
What's with the plushie? You don't know him.
But back then it was different. It didn't feel dangerous to simply text people and maybe trade photos even if you'd never met them in person before. Plus, it was really cool that it was a possible way to make new friends that you didn't go to school with. Everybody
Among Us
was
Games was
and
a name up
accepting
there.
random requests to just have something to do. So, even though I never knew a Richard, I added him back and we started to talk. After a few weeks, it seemed like I might have really made a new friend, or at least an online friend, like the modern day equivalent of a pen pal. We had a streak of selfies, and we would also send each other whatever other random snaps we took that day. Based on the pictures he sent me and the stuff he posted on his story, I was pretty much certain that he was real and not a catfish. Sometimes, I'd even ask him out of the blue to send me some specific pose in his next selfie, like a peace sign with one eye open, and he would do it, which was how I knew he wasn't just using someone else's pictures. Also, Richard was kind of cute to me, and after talking for a little while, we learned that we were about the same age and lived
Send a
in the
picture
same
with a
area, sort
spoon.
of. For a while, there was never any talk about meeting in person, and every day that went by he didn't ask me to come over made me that much more sure he wasn't creepy. Of course, he did ask eventually, and I was almost willing to do it, but even at that age I knew that it would be really stupid to do. Instead, I did something else that was really stupid, and I asked Richard if he'd rather come to my house, since I wasn't comfortable going to the house of somebody that was technically a stranger.
That's stupid.
He said that was
Okay.
fine with him, and I gave him
No,
my address, but
bro,
even though
where
we
are your
talked about it, we never actually made
parents? I'm
plans to
sorry.
meet up. We kind of just forgot
No,
about
no, I'm
it.
not actually. Where are your
question we get
parents?
all the time is,
Oh
how do you
god,
do
the
colors?
ads. gotta make it like super specific. Like send a picture with a fork and put your finger in your nose. You gotta do something really stupid that wouldn't be on the internet. A peace sign would be on the internet.
Until one night when I was awoken at 3 a.m. because somebody was spamming my phone with Snapchats. I finally got up and looked at the notifications and realized they were all from Richard. Confused, I opened them and saw a series of snaps of the outside of my house. They were captions saying stuff like, "Hey, you up? Let's hang out." Or, "I'm here. Come outside." Right away, I was finally getting that something wasn't right about this, so I didn't respond.
Yeah, it's 3 in the morning.
Instead, I got out of bed and crept up to my window to take a peek outside. My bedroom was on the second floor facing the street, so I could see the whole area, and there wasn't a single soul out there except one person. A fully grown man in a hoodie standing outside my house.
He looked like an
alligator. Parked in my driveway. I knew that wasn't the Richard I thought I was talking to. I stepped away from the window so he couldn't see me, and then I told him off with a few nasty snaps.
Leave me alone! You're not Richard, you creep!
I was so scared of getting in trouble with my parents, thinking they would get mad at me for talking to strangers on the internet.
Yes, they would, but also they'd go outside and beat him up.
I hoped that he would get the message and leave, and while I waited for him to go away, I hid in my bed under the covers. Unfortunately, he persisted and sent me another snap. I opened it, and again, it was an image of my house with the caption, "I'm not leaving until you come outside." I still wanted
bro,
to keep my
you got butt
parents from
mouth.
finding out,
Go
so I kept
away.
snapping him back, trying to reject
You're
him,
like
telling him to screw off as harshly
80.
as I
You
could.
have
He
6
opened my
hairs.
message, but this time,
You can
didn't
count 'em
reply.
on one
A few
hand.
seconds passed, and I thought for a moment that it had done the trick. But when I started hearing noises outside, I got up and went to my window to look out of curiosity, thinking I would be safe from anything up here on the second floor. But right as I pulled back the curtain, I saw that man right in front of my eyes. In a split second,
You ain't even got no
he through the
teeth.
window pane and tried to grab me. But
Go
I jumped back just
run!
in time and ran away, screaming at the top of my lungs until I made it to my parents' room. My parents got up and immediately came to my aid. By the time we got to my room, there
He
was
came
no
with a
sign of the
bat. I
man
told you
or
they'd
his
beat
truck.
him up.
There was just a bunch of broken glass all over the floor and a ladder sitting outside my window. I still can't believe how desperate he must have been to go through the trouble of bringing a ladder and leaning it up against the side of my house just to have a chance to get at me. But for a while, I could never figure out how he was able to fool me with the pictures of that kid that seemed so legit, until the police finally finished their investigation on my report and were able to track him down and arrest him. It turns out that the Richard I thought I was talking to was that man's son. He had been coercing his son to pose for multiple pictures and videos, just so he could use them to put up a front and lure people like myself into thinking he was one of us, and not that nasty old creep he actually is.
He's got wrinkle head too.
This story was inspired by a man who would intentionally pose
Can't
as
wait
a
to see
teenage
the
boy
real
on
life
Snapchat
mugshot
to
of
prey
him.
on the gullible,
Because he's
vulnerable
got butt
victims who
mouth, a
tried to
long
lure in.
chin, and
The
he's
number
got
of
like
victims
6
was
hairs
said to
on
be
his
around
head.
31 individuals in total. He has since been arrested and charged.
31! God! Where? Oh, we didn't even see the mugshot. Sad. All right. Also, but also not very sad, because boo. But do we actually want to see that in a real person? Because he's scary looking. Ew. All right. All right. The man with no mouth. Kinda do, kinda don't. I wanted to see that. What a specimen that would have been. He's got long chin and a booty mouth. Ooh. I keep forgetting to turn this back
and
on.
little Timothy was getting ready to begin his maths
Little
homework.
Timothy
on
with
new
his
computer
math
he'd
homework.
received for his birthday. The only trouble was, Timothy wasn't very good at maths.
Aw, he can figure it out. He's big brain. I believe in you, Timothy.
It was far past Timothy's bedtime, and
Timothy,
he'd
go to
still not
bed.
made any headway. Oh, why is
It's
maths
6.
so hard?
What?
Timothy exclaimed.
Oh, 30
At that
divided by
moment,
5. Yeah, Buzzkey,
Timothy
you
heard
gotta
a noise
tutor
coming from the
Timothy.
back garden.
He don't know. Is it another
was
booty
that?
hole mouth guy? Oops.
Timothy looked out of the window to see what
Timothy,
made
why are
that
you wearing
noise.
your shoes in the house?
It was very dark.
Your outside boots inside. I will tutor him on bathing mag.
I could
See,
have sworn
I
heard
can do the
something from out
addition,
there.
the subtraction, the division, and the multiplication, but
Huh?
don't even try on the decimals. I die. In the fractions, can't do it.
Timothy took another
For
peek out of the
100 an
window.
hour. Poor Timothy. Oh, God. Where'd you come from?
He definitely saw something this time. A thin, naked figure standing in the middle
He's
of the garden.
naked! Go
It was
put
looking
some
right at
pants
little Timothy, and
on!
it cocked its
What's
head and
wrong
waved.
with you? Don't wave at Timothy.
Who on earth is
Timothy,
that?
go back to your
Timothy
mouth.
gasped with affright.
Yeah, shut your curtains, Timothy. Good idea. Timothy's the
He
only
didn't
smart
want
one.
whoever that was looking into his room.
Yeah, weird.
Who was that?
Why was he in your
Why did they
backyard? Go
have their
get your
clothes on?
parents.
100 questions raced through young
Yes!
Timothy's mind.
Go get your parents!
But then he quickly remembered. He still had to finish his maths homework by tomorrow.
That's what we're worried about, Timothy. Not the naked man in your backyard. Alright.
30
Go tell your
divided
parents!
by 5. Oh. Oh.
You gonna fall asleep.
Mm.
Bro, just go to bed. Tell the teacher I don't know, I need
Just
help.
when Timothy was drifting off into sleep, he heard something right outside his window.
Oh god, it's the naked
Huh?
man. Go away. Push him off the window. Go get your parents. Don't you open that window,
Timothy
Timothy.
knew he shouldn't go and see,
Hi, Ran.
but he was a curious little chap.
Oh my god. Bro. Oh! It's the naked man! Go away! Timothy, go back to your math homework. Shut the curtains. Go get your parents. Forget the math. Throw the computer at him. Get your parents.
Who on earth are you? What
He
on earth
can't
are you?
talk to you. He ain't got no
The man at
mouth.
the window stayed completely silent.
Shut
Where's your
the...
mouth?
Just
Why
passing
did you hide
by.
in the garden?
Hi.
What do you want?
I've watched this one. This kid is dumb.
Huh?
Yeah, don't talk to strangers. Oh, he's giving you the answers.
Huh? What are you trying to say?
You're still like, what? Go away. How'd you even get up here? This is stranger danger. You don't know this dude.
My maths problem? Are you trying to help me with my homework?
No, he's a random dude.
Wow,
That ain't got no
I see.
pants on. Don't talk to
Timothy slid over
him.
to his computer and cautiously pressed the number 6 on his keyboard.
Where are your parents? Where's this kid's parents? We need to have a
My
word with
gosh,
his
you were
parents. Who
right.
didn't teach him
The
stranger
answer was
danger?
indeed 6.
Actually,
How smart you are. Timothy went back over to the window. You're not so scary after all.
no,
You
he's
just wanted to
scary.
help
He's
me
a
with my homework. Is that right?
Where's this kid's parents? Don't touch out.
Huh?
Don't you open that window.
Do you want to come inside?
No! Don't you let that weird dude inside.
I'm not sure. I'm not really supposed to be talking to strangers, let alone let
Okay,
them in
so
my
they did
bedroom.
teach you stranger danger and you're just dumb.
I'll tell you what though, since we're now friends, you can come back tomorrow and
No.
help me with tomorrow's questions.
You're not friends.
The man then slunk off into the night as Timothy
Yes,
went to
stay
bed.
away! Don't come back. Timothy, what's wrong with you? Ah! Is this Twilight? I'm sorry. You're weird. I don't like you. Go away.
Huh?
Go away. Oh, he's gone. Figures. You're waking up. I have to run. Woo. I'm gonna poke you in your big eyes. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, actually. Go away. Leave that child alone.
The next evening, Timothy went up to his room to get started on his new maths homework. Once again, it was very difficult, and he was struggling to solve it. Timothy went over to the window and looked out into the garden. Hello? Mr. No Mouth? Are you there? Everything was silent. Oh, I guess I'll have to solve this one myself then. At that moment, Timothy heard a familiar whistling coming from outside.
How's he whistling if he ain't got no mouth? Go away.
His new friend was back. Timothy was very relieved.
Timothy needs to not talk to this random dude outside the window.
Thank goodness you're back. You can help me with my homework now. What's the answer? The man stared at the computer screen. What's the matter? Is it too difficult? Well, come and take a closer look.
Oh no. Why are you dumb?
I'm so glad you're here to help me. It's wonderful to have a friend like you now. By the way, I was wondering, how do you whistle when you have no mouth?
You better find out. Yeah. 3 times 3, and not 9. Yep, he has a mouth. He's about to eat Timmy.
And that was the end of little Timothy.
Well. Dang it! No mouth! That was nice of him to finish it. Nice of him to finish the math problem. God! R.I.P. Timothy. Oh, shoot. Not the sound again. Dang it. Why is he waking up? It's just the bell. It's fine. It's just raining. Are you like, oh, ew. Ew. Okay, we're hiding in the bushes. High heels. Bro, you ain't gotta hold your breath in the bushes. Wait, what? Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh my god. Is he just chilling with his tongue out? not like that sound effect. No, but it's really like, what the heck is happening? What is happening? My God, he's wigging out. Oh, this happened to my buddy Eric. What? So what? How'd you get in there? Ew. Ew. Double ew. Ew, okay.
Hey, you!
No.
Did you know that by pressing this little button,
Excuse me?
open this video?
No. I don't care. Go away. What was that? Sorry. What was that? Oh, okay. Average public school principal? That was a student, I thought. That's gross. Okay, that one was gross. That was disgusting. I know. What was that? Bro, okay. Wait. My God, at this time, the sound. Okay. 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 Hi, Dare! Thank you for the raid! I'm very confused. So what, they took a detour and it was a bad idea? I mean, as long as you know the way. Mids. There was a couple that were kind of spooky. In my opinion, it hasn't been that bad. Okay. What's that noise? Okay. It's like one of those fish. Okay, cool. Thanks for lurking. Number is valid for that. The U-turn. Oh. Uh-oh. Just get out, bro. He got out. He's good. Dude got out. Dude got out. Oh, he's just eating cars. Alright, homie. He likes the taste of cars. Nope, stop it. No one was that bad. Dude got out. Nobody got eated. Dragon has something again. Metal is Nami. Yeah, he just wants the taste of the car. Alright, this is Mora. What? Woman made a rotten meat laying on the floor in a cellar splattered with dark red paint. So bro's like dessert, what's it called? He is like disturbed? Yeah, bro is like disturbed. He's got issues. That's what I'm seeing here.
You still working?
Check this out.
What is the deal here? I'm trying to understand.
The rumor online is that this woman, Mora, will show up in AI images if you use the right prompts, but it's only with pictures of death and gore. Like she's drawn to it. Here.
People have found these pictures from AI creators on Twitter and Reddit. She shows up visually consistent in all of them. Same scars,
creepy.
same elongated arm. Totally unprompted.
This is a dumb premise.
It's basically impossible for an AI to do.
If I can just reverse engineer these sightings, find the right prompt, I know I can find her.
Why would you want to find her?
Because he's nosy.
Well, actually, she's an anomaly.
Going to
if I
be
could
in the
reliably
background
catch
of
the first
yours.
ghost in the machine, I could really make a
Calling
name for
it.
myself. For
All
us
right,
in
we'll
this
see if
space.
Bunski's right.
Jesus.
That's gross.
Is that really what you want to be known for?
Probably not.
Yeah, I had 3 clients last week told me they no longer needed my help. Like, they didn't say it, but it's the same story I've heard everywhere.
Why pay an artist when you can have the AI do it for free?
Aw, no! AI art sucks! I'm sorry. I'm not, actually.
An AI can't do that.
No. Personality doesn't keep the lights on. Need something
AI
more
art
shocking
versus
to
real
do
art,
than
picking
something
real
more
art
snap.
every time. Like an artist's actual art.
You know, your ghost doesn't look like she wants to be caught.
What?
She just looks so sad and alone. I'd be too if I was trapped in pictures like that.
Aw.
I'm going to sleep. Show your new music, Cody.
Okay, have a fabulous lurk. You're getting warned, dude. I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, well, that's a sign, and then I'd turn off my computer and go to bed. He's dumb, though, so... Right in your face, bro. He found what he's looking for. Don't think he actually wants to be looking for it, though. How come all the other ones loaded super fast, but this one? Oh. Your whole computer went. No. AI is booty. AI art is not as good as real art. My opinion. My opinion. Prefer real artists. Oh. Yeah, you should have done that. No, it's not. No, it absolutely is not. No. He's tripping. I'd throw that computer out the window. I'd be like, Not actually. I've seen computers do that, but... There it is. You got what you wanted, my dude.
Holy shit.
She is not happy either. She's right there.
I found you.
Now stop finding her. Oh. Oh no. She was murdered. People took pictures of her. She suffered bad. People kept taking pictures of her while she was suffering and... God, she's telling her story right now, bro. Pay attention. Unplug it. There you go. Nah, the CPU wasn't killing itself. She was killing the CPU. She was trying to tell him, oh, he got electrocuted. Well, now he's double effed. My God, dude. Oh. Oh. Ooh, bro, you're tripping. Oh. There's a button for that on the back of the power supply. Well, he just freaked out and unplugged it and then electrocuted himself. Amav obtained a pizza. 2 of the... Oh, you... Yeah, dude, that was gross! And now it's on without a power supply, so... She wants him to know what happened. Oh! Your brain! I'm sorry. Is Bunsky right about the background? No. There's one on your face, bro. You can hear him. His PC should be plugged into a surge protector as if electrocution is on him. Absolutely it is. my god, dude. He's getting possessed by the girl he wanted to find. He wanted to find her, he found her alright, but now she found him. Oh, there's blood everywhere. Go to the doctor, bro. I was supposed to be cleaning, but I can't look away. I think I have to. I want to have an appetite. Oh, she's coming. There's no more maggots, though. I don't like maggots. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh. Uh-oh. Now your whole life's going upside down, bro. There she is. She wanted to find her. You found her, alright. Nah, that's Mora.
Hannah?
Nope. Oh, now. Oh, I hate that. I hate when they do that. They're not Hannah, bro. Oh, she's in your face now. Apologize to her, bro. She didn't want to be found. Oh, now you're in the AI with her. I hope you found what you're looking for. Goofy. God. Alright, this was Epsilon's. Is it over? Is my stomach safe? Yeah, your stomach's safe. You're fine.
Goblins are a terrifying
Now we're watching goblins sighted all over the
They're
world.
tiny little creatures that are usually violent in nature and usually don't think too well of humans. There have been numerous goblin sightings all over the world over the years, and in today's video, we'll go over the top 10 goblin sightings from all over the world.
This was what
Ready to
Epsilon
join the
wanted.
finest
It's a little
squad?
more
Then make sure to
lighthearted
subscribe
than
with
Mora.
notifications on so you don't miss any of our interesting videos ever again. That being said, let's begin.
Wait, also I found out my phone has less latency for stream than my PC. Oh.
The tiny
I don't know what that
hopping
means.
goblin.
Sorry. Give me
One
my comic
afternoon,
relief
someone
video,
was
little
filming
gremlins.
a little boy playing with his soccer ball, and presumably the boy wanted to show off some of the tricks he was working on or learning. However, no one in the room expected what happened next. When the boy accidentally
delay
kicked the
on
ball
phone
into the
is all.
hallway,
Okay, that's
he
nice.
appears a little
Good,
reluctant to go out and get the ball. But in a few seconds, we know exactly why. The ball doesn't go very far.
It's good
and the
with
boy
some
takes a
things,
couple
but
of
bad
steps
with other
into the
things.
hallway. What he sees next sends a shriek
Oh,
of
it's a
terror
goblin!
through everyone's spines, and in the camera frame, you can see a small creature hopping through the frame.
Running! It's
Too small to
running!
be a rabbit, and it doesn't appear to have a
I
long
thought he said a
torso or
rat.
hind legs. No one's really sure what it is, and it's only in the camera frame for a few
should have
seconds,
thought a
but
gnome.
it's scary enough to send the little boy crying. We're not sure if he ever got his ball back or if the family stayed in that home. It could have been some kind of small rodent for all we know.
You want
The
one?
Tiny Terror. While kids were out playing soccer at night in a quiet town in an
It seems
area
that
of
they're
Chile or
attracted to balls,
Argentina, they were
Epsilon, so
having
just
fun,
go do
laughing
something with the
among each
ball
other and
at
playing a
night,
nice, friendly
and it'll
game
come
of
to
soccer.
you.
However, when one of the boys kicks the ball over to the area with the trees, it's a well-lit area, so no one suspects anything of being over there. Once they begin walking over there, however, something appears out of nowhere and begins walking towards the darkness. It appears to
How
be
to
a
get
small
goblins, be a
goblin-like
baller.
creature
Yeah.
wearing a robe and a
Be
hoodie.
baller.
No one's quite sure what to make of the creature, and the kids begin following the creature to see if they can get a better view of what they just saw. They don't
They're
quite
like,
catch
"Oh,
up or see the creature
what is
ever
that?"
again, but the boys do leave baffled, wondering if they just saw a small person wearing a robe, and if it was in fact a person, why was it walking the way that it was? Why did it not speak, and why was it out in the middle of the night walking alone in a dangerous place?
But I don't know.
Hidden in plain sight. In
I have a
rather
soccer
blurry
ball.
video,
Need to
it's hard
experiment.
see
You'll have to let
exactly what the
Epsilon know
people
if it
here
works.
see, but once the object starts moving, you can see it clear as day.
Okay.
Friends are having
I
fun
believe
recording
you.
themselves at night, but no one
Oh
thinks
my
of
God.
the object standing right behind them against the wall, sitting in plain sight. That's because everyone assumed it was some kind of prop or toy that was left out in the yard. It's not until the object gets up
wanna
and
do the
appears
newest
to move like a
top
human
5 thing? We
that
can do that.
people start to become concerned. The object seems to grow legs and quickly walks out of the frame, sending people scrambling and running, leaving the cameraman and his friends questioning what exactly they saw, how they can comprehend what they just saw, and how long that creature had been there. It couldn't have been the wind. It would have taken some heavy wind to blow something like that away, and nothing else was moving. What do you think it was? Did a lawn
know.
ornament or object come to life?
I don't
Was
know,
a goblin
bro.
hiding
How's
there
my
the whole
hand?
time
It's
watching the
sore. It
kids
kinda
play?
hurt. It
Or
hurts
is there a
quite
simple
bad.
explanation?
But also
The
I'll be
running
fine.
goblins. In what appears to be someone's backyard camera or security camera, it looks like another quiet night. Their backyard is lit perfectly well, and all we can see in the beginning of the video is a tree, some fencing, and some grass beyond the fence. However, things take a bit of a weird turn as some small objects, smaller than the fence, begin to run alongside the fence. It's hard to tell exactly what's running alongside the fence at first, and it appears to be about a dozen objects running in unison, dressed exactly
We'll
the
see how many
same with the
videos we can
same body
find
type and appearance.
to watch.
Towards the end of the video, we can see a couple of objects fly
A lot
over
of
the
these have
fence
been
and stop
short.
moving. There could be a simple explanation for this video. Perhaps it was a group of kids running, and two of the kids removed particles of clothing to throw them over the fence, but why are they running, and what are they running from? Why would two people randomly remove particles of clothing to throw them over a fence, and why did they all look the exact same, even the clothes? Could it have been escaped prisoners from a nearby holding facility? There
I'd
are
hope
so many
not.
questions to this video that just may never get
Oh
answered.
my god.
Out in the woods.
That just looked like a few.
When a video starts out in the woods, you
hidden
know
by
it's
brush,
probably
but
not
maybe
gonna
that's
go
just me.
well
Maybe
or
that's just
end
me.
with a happy ending. We're not sure exactly where these people are filming, but they appear to be walking around in the woods and stumble upon an abandoned structure, or perhaps someone's home. They start to approach the home and they notice something a little peculiar. They take a look at one of the pillars of the building and they appear to spot something that's truly frightening.
The wallpaper?
creature
I'm sorry.
peers around the corner of the pillar
The
and then
peeling
quickly
wallpaper?
goes back behind the pillar, quickly disappearing into the shadows. While the video isn't perfect quality, it looks like an image of a person that's really small. They try to follow the creature and slowly pan the camera around the edge of the pillar to see if they can still catch a glimpse of the creature, but it's gone with no traces of anything behind the pillar. Now, this is one of those things you have to take into account, as this could easily be faked, but nonetheless, it is rather interesting. Do you think it's a computer-generated person since it looks so much like a person, or a real
I have no
goblin?
idea, dude.
The Wandering
What a
Goblin.
peculiar little fellow.
This one might be closer to a leprechaun with the broad shoulders and the way it's walking, but it's still
Alright.
terrifying nonetheless. We see someone filming from the second floor.
I think it's
of what
neat that
we
it
assume
actually
is
looked like a
somewhere in
whole
South
like
America.
person.
The camera starts out
These
with
are
a
all
shot of their
100%
dog in
real,
the
by the way,
film,
real
and they
goblins.
quickly
Okay.
pan down to the floor
So
level
no
where a
doubt,
little
I
girl
can't
is
doubt
playing on her
them.
bike. She
I don't
walks
know,
over
that
to the
one
side of the
kinda
house to pick
looked like
something
grown
up,
people.
and as she's walking back, we see a small
Hidden
creature
by
that
brush.
looks like a goblin or
Ah!
leprechaun casually strolling through as if he lived
Actually,
there.
personally, I
The
think it
little
looks
girl
like
was
a
obviously
chihuahua with a
frightened,
sweater
and the image
on.
of the small creature sent her running for cover, but the creature didn't seem to
Chihuahuas
react to
are
the child
scary.
screaming.
They'll bite
It
you.
just
They'll
kept
bite
walking
your
as if it had
ankles.
somewhere to be. We have no idea where this was filmed or
But that's
what the
because it's,
outcome
like,
of this
very,
video was, but
very
it's still scary
freaking blurry.
nonetheless, and we
I
don't know
think
if
it
the
looks
creature
like
was
a
pursued or
it
if
looks
it
like
just
somewhere in a
disappears
sweater.
behind the corner like others have in the past.
Could be a
The
bird
only
with a
thing
sweater.
we know for sure is that it definitely wasn't human. The small running
Yeah,
goblin.
that might just be a Pomeranian.
The
Yeah,
video
it might be a
starts out
tiny
harmless
dog.
enough. We see someone just filming their child as most parents do.
It's a little baby.
Everything a child does is precious, and parents certainly like to overdo it when it comes to sharing moments of their children and their actions, even if the child's just sitting there doing nothing. We don't really
Babies
get a
are
hint
cute,
of
I
anything
don't
being
care.
wrong until a few seconds in, when out of nowhere, this small creature appears to be running for cover. The small
Oh!
creature runs behind what
That
appears
one's
to
a
be
goblin.
stand or table.
For sure.
Even the child catches a glimpse of the small creature because he looks under the desk
He's
to
like,
see if he can spot
hello?
it again.
I
We're
want
not
to
sure if they
pull
ever caught
on
another
your
glimpse of the
arms,
creature,
bro.
and the child couldn't seem to find it either. We're not certain what exactly they caught on camera, but we can definitely tell you that it didn't seem human. It seemed rather quick for its small size. The creature looks kind of green or brownish. It looks like it's balding and almost looks like an alien. The sideways
was that one an
moving
alien?
goblin.
Well, big goblin.
In a grainy security home video or a hallway
Wow.
video, we're not exactly sure where this
That
video
also
comes
looks
from,
like a
but
bird.
the video is straight to the point. The only thing we see in the image is some weird limping creature that seems to be holding something in its right or left hand.
It looks
We
like a
can't
bird
tell
with
if
a
the
jar
back or front
stuck
is
on its
turned
head.
towards us, and it appears to be limping as it moves to the right of the frame. It almost moves as if it's a doll that's being strung along in perfect rhythm, but that would take some serious coordination to pull off, which makes us think it's not so much a doll as it is an otherworldly creature that can't be explained by science. Or is it? There's really no information available on this thing that seems to move with a limp, other than that the video footage is a little grainy and it doesn't look like anything logical
And it's
we
night
can
vision.
identify. Spider-Man Goblin.
Spider-Man
This is another
goblin.
one of those incidents where we have no clue why this person was filming, or maybe they saw something before the video we see to get them to start recording. What we see is a quiet residential neighborhood and an apartment complex.
Okay.
Everything seems rather quiet and no one's outside, but then we see this shadowy-like figure appear and start moving in between windows and in between the apartments. We're not sure exactly what the
probably
figure
a
is
cat.
looking for or if they're trying to find an open window. This is why you should never leave your window open at night, because you never know who or what could crawl inside. The creature appears to be rather small, and it looks like it knows how to scale walls and climb along the side of the building, which is even more terrifying. It doesn't move or look like any known animal, so we can only assume that the video has to either be fake or that this was something we'll never be able to explain. A photo in a photo. One of the most crystal clear cases of a goblin sighting would have to be this last image we have. We
Okay.
have a video that starts out as a friend filming their person who is in turn taking a picture of them. It's not long
Oh.
until we see an image of a small creature-like presence behind them. When the creature starts moving, it almost looks like it's a dressed monkey, but the creature doesn't move like a monkey and doesn't behave like one. Once it gets behind a bush, it takes a minute to stop and just sits there, watching the cameraman. The people don't seem to be too frightened because they have no clue what it is. After a minute, it takes off into the wilderness to never be seen again. Do you think any of these goblins were
That was
real,
a
or
gnome.
did
He
they
had
all
pictures
have
of
simple
gnomes.
explanations?
He had pictures of gnomes. He had pictures of gnomes. Alright, what was it? Nuke's top 5. That's the newest one. That's kind of freaky. I don't like the hallway things. Why are you drowning your friend? Why are you drowning your friend? Looks like a monkey, but doesn't act like it. Meanwhile, is described acting like a monkey, right? No, I get that. I actually understand what you're saying.
A woman named
I agree.
Natalie who lives in the UK with her family
Okay.
says that lately strange things have been happening in their home.
Okay.
Natalie says that recently they've been doing renovations in their older house.
Yeah, I know,
and she
monkeys
believes
are
that all of the
nosy, bro.
activity might have disturbed something in the home. Something dark and sinister. One night
What'd
while
they
her
do?
son is sleeping,
Renovations?
this happens.
Aww, he's just trying to sleep. mad.
Some unseen force seems to grab Natalie's son by his ankle and pull him right
That's
off the
mean.
bed. The boy cries, and
That's
as if he
so
is speaking
mean.
to someone that
That's
we can't
actually
see,
so
he
mean.
says, I don't like it. No. Natalie says that her son then ran into their bedroom crying and said that there was a man in his room. Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg?
Like, leave him alone.
You decide. Reality check.
That makes me mad.
Now, before
That
we
made me
start with this
mad.
video, it needs a little bit of explanation.
What is that?
The
Okay.
VR headset has a mixed reality mode where it can scan your room, including all furniture, and it will actually project your game onto the walls, ceiling, and furniture of your own house. This tech
neat.
uses infrared light and depth sensors to only detect things in the room, and it's actually very accurate. So, Reddit user Moki is playing a kid's game called First Encounter, where you shoot at puffy little aliens that virtually run around your house.
I like
But her Quest VR headset is
I love
picking up
those.
something very strange in her
Okay.
home.
Okay. What? What?
Now again, it bears mentioning that Moki is playing a kid's game. This is not a ghost game, and whatever that is should not be there. The Quest VR headset has detected something very strange in her hallway. Something shadowy that looks like a man standing there in a dark hood or robe. So just what
Move.
do you think that her VR
The solution
headset
is
was
to
picking
move.
up? Let
The
me know.
solution is to throw the whole house away.
The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill. One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor that gives her goosebumps.
Okay. God, that's loud on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little female voice seems to whisper, "Come," and the elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay."
I didn't
Then
hear
again,
come,
we
I
hear the
just heard,
quiet little
"Okay."
voice clearly say, "Mama."
Okay.
I heard come on, not
The woman's
mama,
daughter Jennifer
but-
says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister who passed away in 2017.
Well, maybe it is.
She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over to the other side.
Okay.
By the way, Jennifer's family has recently had a lot of bad news, with both her elderly father and mother sadly becoming critically ill. If you'd like to help them, you can check out their GoFundMe at this link, which you can also find down in the video description. Scratching the surface. Tara Rule says that as a child, she lived in a haunted house. She says that as she grew up,
Me too.
she believes that some strange paranormal entity from the house
Anyway.
attached itself to her.
I'm gonna tell you a ghost.
Oh my
It's a true
God,
ghost
no!
story. And I'm
Actually, who
believe
here
that
believes in
whatever
ghosts?
it is followed
Because,
me.
like,
Tara says
I'm
that she often
scared.
finds all of the cabinets in her kitchen open. She also says that
I'm
her
gonna
cat
have
sometimes
nightmares.
seems spooked and will actually
God.
just hide for no reason. But Tara
Kitty
says that
bitty.
lately, things in her house have started to get even spookier.
Don't cats
I'm
just
on the
like
phone
to
with
be
my
under
stepdad
stuff?
today, right? He goes, "Who's
There,
there?"
you have
with you?" And I was
cats.
like, "What do you
Don't
mean?" He
cats
goes,
like to
"Who's
be
there
under
with you?"
stuff?
I was like, "No one. Why?" And he's like, "Who's that guy talking?"
What guy?
I'm like, "I'm here completely alone. What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking." Like,
I
just
mean, like,
as
what's
loud
he
as you right
saying?
now. And
What's
I
he
was like,
saying?
I don't hear anything. And then he said it stopped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, recently scratches have started to form on Tara's windows, but not on the inside. Tara has noticed that there are now strange deep scratches on the outside
Could
of
be
the
a bird.
windows of her
My cats
apartment
live under
on
my
the
bed.
second
Yeah, cats
floor.
just like to be under
So bad
places.
news, there's new scratches. Again, these are on the outside of the windows.
It could
and I'm
be
on the
a
second
bird.
floor. You can tell me what you...
Or something trying to get in. It's kind of creepy that it's trying to grab right at the lock, though. I will admit that. That's kind of wild. Horrifying a little bit. I'd freak out, I'm not gonna lie, because it looks like it's trying to get at the lock! And open the window!
but it looks like it's like 4 letters maybe.
4
Again,
letters?
outside the window.
It's spelling something? Is it telling you to
Yeah,
unlock
I'm
the
sure you can
window?
definitely
Don't listen to it.
On the outside of the window, because I can.
Girl, where's my captions?
100% on the outside. The only other like weird-ish thing to note is I've been hearing like loud noises.
Girl, throw the house away! Girl, throw the whole house away! Get it out! Go away! Go away! Go away!
Am I
That's when you check for any psychos in the area. They could be marking the house that way too. Yeah, I know!
Oh my God, thank God.
Girl, oh my God. Stood in a room with a bunch of old stuff. 5 minutes, my head was pounding and I felt super uneasy. Left the room, felt 10 times better. I'd never go back there again. Ever. I'd burn that house down. Now why didn't she move out? Why she's doing that? I don't know. Throw the whole house away, girl. You gotta throw that whole house away. Mold, I guess. Personally, I never have ghosts or demons in my house. My grandma upstairs was like my grandma's upstairs was like that sometimes. Oh, what? What now? What's she?
Oh my God, Jackie! I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy out of me.
Okay, what?
As Tara is showing the new scratches that have formed on her windows, she actually manages to capture one of the kitchen cabinets opening all on its own.
Just tell them.
Understandably,
to leave. Yeah.
she is a bit freaked out.
Keep your house clean.
To this day, Tara
Bro,
Rule still
I'm gonna be
experiences
honest.
strange activity
Like,
in her
okay.
apartment, and she found new scratches.
I'm only pausing because I actually have a story pertaining to that. Like, leave the door closed, windows shut. Exactly. No, like I have you like who is not new here knows that I kind of have a hard time hearing. So I have a hearing assistant thingy, a device that goes in my ear. Okay. And I had it in one time, okay? And I was at a family member's house. I'm not gonna say whose, but I heard people talking in the closet. And everyone was asleep. Everyone was asleep. Everyone was in bed. I was the only one up because I stayed up late at that point. And I heard people talking in the closet. And I got closer to the closet and something knocked from the inside of the closet. I went and slept in another room. I said no. And then I went home. I went home. I did not stay there. I went home because I didn't want that nonsense. Anyway.
Scratches on her windows just days ago.
No! Get out of here! God! I'll never forget that
For the
nonsense.
top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Joe
You
Scare.
can also tag me on
Cats
TikTok
love
at
to scare
nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at
Nukes
nukestop5official,
Top
because
5
there
is
are
the
a
video.
lot of fake accounts on there. The other side. Brother and sister Josh and Crystal are doing a paranormal investigation at the
They're
notoriously
paranormal
haunted Hotel
investigating.
del Coronado in San Diego, California. The old hotel opened in 1888, and over the last 137 years, workers and visitors at the hotel claim to have witnessed multiple paranormal incidents and sightings. There are constant reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off, and things flying off shelves. Josh and Crystal see something in a side room and try to catch it on film. It doesn't really work,
Aw.
but they do catch something even creepier.
Okay, what do they get
It's
to?
okay. I can see you.
Girl, what?
Come to me.
Girl, what? She's trying to get
Are you a
possessed.
little boy?
Why is she trying
It's
to get
okay.
possessed?
Come here. It's okay.
Okay, you're saying it's okay.
I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth.
Blink. I don't know.
Is she moving?
No, girl, we don't see what you see. Blink! Oh my god, she's just like...
No, wait. Come back.
I see something.
No, you come back.
Doesn't blink for
straight,
5
look straight.
minutes. They got the
Towards
AC
me.
on or something. Yeah,
No,
no, there's nothing
no,
there.
turn towards me
There's
like
not
you
a
did,
dang
put your
thing
back
there, girl.
As Crystal attempts to talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room, suddenly Josh's camera captures the spooky, unexplained shadow of a little child that seems to run right past Crystal from the other side.
Earlier, put your back towards me.
So did Josh and Crystal catch evidence of the supernatural at the old hotel?
Throw that whole place away. Throw it away. Throw the whole place away. If it is that clear and that's not a real child, throw it away. Throw the whole place away. Burn it down. Oh my god. That was a child, but that was something else.
Tyson Pierce as the channel dedicated
The moment
to
I
travel,
said there's
the
nothing there,
outdoors,
the
and basic
kid.
survival in nature.
No!
On one fateful day, all of his
God.
training is put to the ultimate test when something happens that is
That freaked
absolutely
me out.
terrifying.
Okay.
Tyson is out in the middle
Okay.
of nowhere in Hawkesbury, Ontario, Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut.
Okay,
Tagging
survival
along with
hut,
him
gotcha.
to help are his younger brother and his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut
I thought he was carrying
when
a
suddenly
chicken.
an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with
Send
no
it.
time to get out of there. Now, before I show this in accordance with YouTube
God.
rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But
Okay.
this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled
I believe
in.
you.
Holy
What the hell? Oh my god. What?
Holy sh!
This isn't paranormal. This isn't paranormal, this is weather.
On peut pas sauver, c'est d'être là. Check. Check.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non.
En dedans. Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous. Tornado. Tornado. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low.
I mean, at least you built that hut.
Stay.
Those kids are freaking out, and I can't blame them. I'd be freaking out. Bro, it's a tornado. No, get down. Oh my god! Get in the lowest part of the area!
Stay.
Just stay down. Just stay down. You're in the safest spot right now. Dude, if the more you get up...
No, we're good.
Get down.
No, we're dying.
No, you're fine. You're literally in the ground a little bit. They tell you to get in the lowest part of the ground and like in your bathtub if there's a tornado.
Stay.
It's gonna be fine. Just stay put.
Stay. Holy
I don't even see it.
C'est good, on est good.
Sir, 100% sir.
Please, God, please.
God, s'il vous plaît. Oh my god, no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'd cry, actually. He didn't check the weather?
Stay. Please, God, please.
God, please.
C'est good, on est good.
They are literally so lucky.
On est good.
Oh my god. We're watching scary stuff. This isn't really scary though, it's just weather. But I mean it is kind of scary because weather could be scary.
On est good, guys. On est good. S'il vous plaît.
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance with YouTube rules, none of these guys were hurt. Because of the amazing stability of Tyson's shelter, everyone
Wow.
survived
That's
and made
wild,
it out
actually.
without a scrape. Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. 2.
It looks like thunder started. No, it's not burned. Never mind. It's split very
That's
bad
my
though.
cabin right there. That is insane.
And it's still up. Heck
That's
yeah.
snap though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snap there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground, but the shelter is still there. The guys are even able to find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, no way.
Wow.
Wow.
That's actually amazing.
My bike.
Our bikes are good.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their
Sorry, I'm way
lives.
too into that.
He
Hi,
considers
Goosey.
it a blessing that they
Sorry.
were all able
I
to
was way
escape
too amazed
without
by
injury.
that, actually. That's actually crazy.
Thank you.
Hi.
Ah,
We're charity
no.
If we
Anyway. Just trying to, yeah. The
In the
night
city of
visitor.
Gwalior in India, something very strange has been happening.
Not scary, but I
Multiple
like
people
watching
have
these
recorded
before.
CCTV footage of a strange woman wrapped head to toe in traditional Indian
Channels.
clothing who seems to roam the streets late at night, ringing random doorbells before just vanishing without a trace.
What?
It is said that animals react strangely to the woman, often running in fear.
Love a good
On
road
one
rage
late night,
video.
a
I
family
might
in
watch one more
Gwalior
Nukes
records
and
the
then
woman
Nukes
walking
Top 5
down
and
their
then go over
street.
to the whatever song sent me. Look carefully. Oh, she's like see-through, bro. Oh, she's coming. She's walking. She's walking.
A bull in the alley runs away in fear as the woman approaches. And then as she
Oh, that's
rings one of the
scary.
doorbells, her arm seems to stretch in a bizarre, inhuman way.
You
Now,
sure that's
no
not
one
just
knows who
glitching?
the woman is or why she repeats this strange
Those are my
behavior
favorites,
night
too.
after
Haven't watched
night.
them in a little while
Some
now.
residents of
Makes
the town
sense, you
believe
know?
that she might be some sort of spirit.
I don't watch stuff all
especially
the
since
time
police have
anymore.
been called multiple times to the scene. But when they arrive, the woman can never be found.
She
Just outside your
ding-donged
window.
it, shit.
It's late one night when three brothers
Yeah, that's
are
what I
asleep
said,
in
bro.
their room.
I don't think that was
They
anything
wake up to a
paranormal.
strange sound that
She's just
seems to
kind
be
of different.
coming
She's a
from
little
their
odd.
window.
Ding dong digit. What?
What was that, bro?
Nah, bro, chill, bro. Hold it down. Bro, you serious? Germ.
Yes, close the window, girl. What?
Bro, it comes from like there. Bro, but it's hot. No,
But
germ.
it's auto.
I don't care. No.
What?
No.
The boys have the fright of their life as they hear and see someone or something looking into their window. And they run from the room
He didn't even lock it. He just shut
Unfortunately, the clip
it.
was posted without a source. So we just have to wonder what they saw.
That's smelly.
And even scarier, we have to worry that these shaky bunk beds will someday
That's
come
what
crashing
I'm
down
saying.
and
It's
crush
gonna
that guy on the bottom bunk.
fall. He's
Oh,
dead.
no.
He's dead, but not from fear. He's dead from the bunk
Next
bed.
sent in by hundreds of Nuke Stop 5 viewers, but unfortunately no one had a link to the original source. So the story goes that the owner's cat had recently passed away, but they believed that her ghost was haunting her old play cat tower. They claim they set up a camera and caught this spooky footage.
Okay. Oh. Back dude was like, but it's hot. Well, having blankets on makes you think it was a prank or something. Bro, no, because I get that. I'll be sweating and I'll have a blanket on. And I refuse to take it off. I will not have my feet uncovered while I sleep. Oh, kitty!
Now, I have no source on this video, and I'm certainly not saying it's a quote-unquote real video of a ghost cat, but it's
Ghost
definitely
kitty.
kinda creepy. And some animal lovers say that they actually find the video very comforting. But let me know what you think.
but I'm gonna get a sheet. Yeah, that's true. Sheets are nice. They cover your feet too. What is this? Go away. Get out.
Scurry videos.
Scurry.
So,
Scurry
videos that
video.
were sent in that didn't really fit in the rest
Sleep on
of the
the
list.
ground. You know
They're
where
either
he
a bit
rises
silly,
from?
a
Nah,
bit
I won't sleep
funny,
on the
or
ground.
just
I want to
kinda
sleep on my
weird.
bed.
So,
I just want to suffer
Kaylee Shreve is working her
and
shift at a
complain about
Victoria's
it.
Secret store, and she goes to take a restroom break. But
Okay.
things
What,
start to get
Victoria's Secret's on it?
very
Bro, what?
Weird.
I swear to God, this hand dryer just turned on by itself. And that's how far, like, this is how far away I am from it.
Okay. But filming yourself
Turn
on
on
the
again if
toilet
there's
is
somebody here with
crazy.
me. I will shit on myself right I'm not even wiping my ass.
Now that was truly
I'm not even wiping my
And let's hope
butt.
that one of
Valid.
Kaylee's coworkers
Like,
had a
she's so
wet wipe or
scared.
something.
I will shit on myself right I'm not even wiping my ass.
Next up,
They're my
TikToker
bedtime
RCA
videos.
is exploring an
I
old
get it.
abandoned house.
I
that
get
is
it.
said
Everybody's
to
got a
be
bedtime
haunted.
video.
He encounters something lurking in the decaying house that shocks him to his core.
Well, maybe don't go in decaying houses. You're literally in there asking for it. Hello?
What the Yo,
What's a burb? That's not paranormal, that's a burb. Let it out. It's scared, you
So
smelly.
it's only a black vulture, but these birds usually feed off dead things. So what if there's something dead in that? No, there's probably not. There's probably nothing in there. Anyway,
it might have
and
been a
finally,
rat.
There's nothing worse than when you
No,
rent
that
a
wasn't
nice
the right
Airbnb
attitude
and
about
the
scary things.
owner
That's what
decides
I'm
to drop by to
saying.
say hello.
Just kill the
Especially
bird.
if they drop by like
Now just let it
this.
out. There's a window right there.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Girl.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday.
Yeah. Who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard.
What are you doing?
Girl.
What open it? Yeah. Is that a book?
The bookshelf door.
Having a shower now.
Where's your trousers?
Bro's not wearing no pants. That's horrifying.
Right now, I'd like to use the bathroom.
Excuse me. We've rented this house from you.
Yeah. Well, any problems
No, there's no problems, mate. Just like.
with the house?
Well, yeah, I'm happy with the house, but like, what are you doing here?
I live here.
You're not supposed to be
Okay, but, like, what are you doing,
there.
mate?
Bro,
where's
get
my
out! Where are your pants?
Yeah, whilst we're sleeping, yeah, you're going out in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I've got to put my dirty plates out there.
Bro, it's like,
Are
this
you
is
just in
fine.
jail in
This
there?
is so nonchalant, bro, that you can't do that.
Where's your claws?
Bro, this is that one freaking scary game. The Fear the Fathom.
What the? But it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem.
No, it's a
You're
problem.
interfering with me now.
No. This is unfortunate.
What do you mean unfortunate that you got caught?
I do all this at night.
Bro, this is
No
Fears the
pants is the
Fathom.
most
Bro's not
disturbing
wearing no
part for me.
pants. What is
So
happening?
that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
You're joking me. No, we're gonna ignore the dude with no pants in the bookshelf wall. Just like, this is fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. God! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe that one. That one drove me, bro. All right, we'll do. Don't watch alone. I'm gonna watch it with my chat. It counts.
Late one night, Sarah Vargas is relaxing
Dude
at
didn't
home
read the
in the
requirements
apartment
to
that
be
she
an
shares
Airbnb.
with her dad.
Bro
in
wasn't
Colombia.
wearing any
Suddenly,
pants.
she hears something from the
And he
apartment
thought,
next
okay,
door
you know
that is
what?
truly
This is
bizarre.
sadly worst Airbnb stories. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. But oh my god. Oh my god. What is that noise, bro? People fighting? He was going to shower. They shouldn't have been there. He didn't need to be there. What? What is happening? Just bust the door in, dude. At least he had a reason. I got a shower, bro. Bro!
Disturbing, desperate screams can be heard coming from her neighbor's apartment. Shocked witnesses on the street are quick to call police, worried that it might be a case of domestic violence. But then the story takes a very strange turn.
You're joking.
Because the policeman asked people down on the street for rosary beads, an object often used in Catholic prayer. And then, oddly, police call in a Catholic nun for support.
Siguieron, obviamente, como que llamaron a alguien, llamaron a una monja.
Girl, what? I'd move.
Para que
I would move.
Because you see, all of this noise is actually coming from an exorcism that is taking place right next door. Sarah discovers that two girls were playing around with the Ouija board when suddenly one of the girls becomes very violent and starts vomiting up some kind of dark matter, almost like dirt.
Y la chica empezó como a vomitar tierra, como vomitar oscuro.
The family believes that the girl might be possessed by an evil entity, and apparently the police agreed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's screaming.
Sarah says that the screaming went on all through the night, eventually getting quieter in the early morning hours until it finally stopped. Now, without other eyewitness reports, it's hard to say exactly what happened here, but the desperate screams coming from that apartment are absolutely chilling. Amsterdam.
Oh my god.
Jennifer
that was
Lee is an
scary.
American
Okay,
woman
I
who
hate
lives
that.
in the city of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. One day, a couple of weeks ago, she was recording a cute Halloween photo shoot with her rescue dog Maggie in a large Amsterdam public park. But suddenly, something happens that spooks both Jennifer and her dog.
You're gonna make the best dirty ghost?
Oh.
You're gonna make the best dirty ghost? Whoa. Oh my god.
Hello? Call police. Hello?
Okay.
Girl, call the cops. Maggie followed it. She knows. Maggie's nervous.
Alles gut?
What was supposed to be a fun little photo for Halloween turns into a living nightmare when Jennifer hears loud screaming and
Sometimes you
yelling
gotta let
coming
out
from
pent up anger
somewhere
or sadness.
in or
Yeah,
near
but at least
the
let them know
large park.
you're good. Like whenever they're gone, hey, are you okay? You okay? Are you okay? Like,
Jennifer says
be
that
like,
she
yeah,
searched the area
I'm
for the
just
source
depressed.
of the bizarre wailing,
Or I'm
worried
angry.
that someone might be in trouble
like
or
you gotta yell
experiencing a
back.
mental
Like let them
health
know
crisis.
you're good,
She
but
even
you're not
contacted
good.
local
Like you're about to
police.
be good, but
So
you
my
need a
first
minute.
reaction when I hear someone screaming like that is I want to go to help them. And additionally, I used to be an EMT, so like when I hear someone screaming like that, I want to help if I'm able to. So logically,
No, I
I
totally
understand
get
that
that,
everyone's
bro.
like,
That's
you should
kinda
leave. I would have
horrifying.
left. But also, like, I don't know. It makes me wonder if that was me screaming in the woods. Would anyone have come for me? Would any like no one else stopped? No one else.
Unfortunately, no one was found, so the creepy screaming remains a mystery to this
That's so
day.
sad, actually. What if
the
he
white
died?
lichen bothy If you hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th century White Lagan Bothy,
Yeah, but
a
also he
mountain
might not
cabin
have
that's
known
free
our
to
language.
use
Yeah, that's
for
true. He might have
travelers.
had a completely
The
different
creepy old
language.
cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all, there are no locks on any of the doors. Over the years, hundreds of
Ew.
travelers have visited the White Lagan Bothy, and many
Okay.
of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there.
It's an old house,
A few
isn't it?
outdoor and travel YouTube channels have visited the White Lagan Bothy as well,
Okay.
and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
I'm really quite scared of it staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress that all of the following videos were recorded by travel and outdoor channels.
Yeah.
None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact,
Ew,
every
well,
one
that
of these
makes it
YouTubers
even
say
worse,
they don't
actually.
even believe in ghosts at all.
Oh,
I
dang.
don't particularly believe in ghosts, neither does mine.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lagan Bothy.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland for the first ever time.
No locks,
First up,
no heat,
season
no
solo
water. Why
traveler
would
Ruth
you trust
Asling
you
spent
could
the
stay
night in
there?
the old
I
Scottish
think it's
cabin,
more of like an
and she
experience
found it a
thing, and
bit
because like they're in the
unnerving.
middle of kind of nowhere, they
So,
can't really get back to
I don't
civilization
know why I'm feeling a little bit
fast enough before
anxious
dark.
because I've stayed
Also, it kind of looks like a cute
in
cabin. Some people
camper
just do it for the experience.
so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so
See,
remote.
she said she's done it a few
and
times
to
in other
get away,
countries too.
you have to hike over 1 hour, like to get back to the camper van. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know. Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels
Attempt more
really
than
weird
that,
without curtains.
honestly,
Because
I
I
get
feel
it,
like
but
someone
also
could
I
be
think I'd rather
standing
sleep in there
outside and looking in the
because
window.
of the walls.
I don't
Heavy
know, I feel
walls.
really scared.
Because you can
I
always
don't know
block the
why.
door.
I just feel really
like
nervous.
that chair.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin, but she doesn't exactly get a restful
I was
sleep.
gonna say I wouldn't be able to
Last night I
sleep
was a
right
bit
because there's no
scared. There were
locks.
some
But then again, I wouldn't be able to sleep in a
strange
tent either.
noises, and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises.
Elaborate on strange noises, please.
God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Throughout
What
the
are
night,
you
while
hearing?
completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing
houses creak.
bizarre noises that creep her out. And oddly, she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs. Which kind of seems like a bad idea when
That's
you're
what
staying
I
all
was
alone in a cabin in the middle of
saying.
nowhere, and there are no locks on the doors.
Well, that's even
But to
worse.
each their own.
Ain't
Bye
no
bye,
locks and it's a tourist
Buffy.
Next up, a
destination.
camper that
People
goes by the
mess
name
with people.
Happy
Yeah, for
Hippie,
sure.
who says that he does not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
I wouldn't want to
I've
stay
set
there
up
if the
my
door could be
bed
pulled
for the
open from
night.
the outside.
Gonna get the fire on
I
when it
wouldn't
gets
stay there.
darker.
Oh, there's a nice fireplace there. That's
For most
pretty.
of the night now, I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, and get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just people with me or something. I don't know
That's
if
what
that's
he's
something they
thinking
do.
too. People are messing with him.
But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit. Just wanted a nice little bobby night.
That'd freak me out. I'm not gonna lie. The knocking would freak me out.
My videos before, you know, I don't do
So I'd bring a build your own bookshelf, stick that in front of the door if someone tries something. Try moving 20 pounds of junk in front of it. Don't answer the door. He's gonna answer the door. I can't see nothing.
This is gonna be a fun night.
Just keep the. Oh, it looks like there is a lock.
They're walking around.
He
in the
unlocked the
room,
door.
And then I go in there. And
He unlocked the door. There was a lock.
maybe I just put my you just got really loud and forget about it.
Girl, I'd leave.
Yeah, cameraman never dies, right?
There's no lock.
Happy hippie
There's
spends
a lock
the
on
night
the
in
door.
the cabin, but the next day he still can't explain.
He did. He's the first to die in the horror movie. No, I think that girl that put earplugs in is the first to die in the horror movie. She said, "I'll just put earplugs in. It'll be fine."
I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy.
He might have added the
But if
lock.
you are
He seems
into
smart. Yeah, he's just gonna take it
ghosts
with
and
him.
all that
That'd be
paranormal
smart,
stuff,
actually. Just put it in
these
and
are not
out.
the videos for you because this is
I
not
think
what
they should
I
at
do,
least
not
put
what
like
I'm
a little
about. I'm just a happy
like a,
hippie,
hook
hiking,
lock
living in
in
nature,
there would be
loving
smart.
the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded in the White Lagoon
By
Bothy.
far, guys. By far the creepiest.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoors and What's Not to Hike.
So we're in the bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men travel to the White Lagoon Bothy together.
Okay.
And they experience something that is truly terrifying.
Found the bothy book. You put my glasses on now, it is. Mine is a bat.
Door's also old.
So
AF,
this
if
is
there was
popular,
more pain,
quite
I can
popular
imagine
bothy by the
most
looks of
people
it.
tried. That's true. I'll be the judge of
Someone actually
that.
stayed last night.
What
It
do
was
you
nice and
mean?
tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done.
Was it the hippie guy? Was he here the night before?
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm out of here. No.
It's getting late when a door suddenly slams shut all on its own.
That was totally...
I'd leave.
totally
I'd be
weird.
out.
The door just started to move on its own.
I'd be out
And
so
then
fast.
Pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's out there.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits.
I
That
wouldn't.
was
I'd be
just the
gone.
weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying. And I
There
don't
was a
even
lock.
swear. I'm swearing. I don't
There's
even
a
swear.
lock.
But
There's
that
no
was
lock. Yes,
genuinely
there is. They probably added it at some point.
terrifying. I shot
Well,
myself.
must
When
have
it
been the
slammed, I just
wind.
wanted
No,
to
it's not
There's
the
something
wind.
really, because I say it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, stuff we can't explain, whatever. But we just don't believe in the whole ghosty, spooks in the night kind of thing.
All right,
Just
well,
don't.
let's see if you do after you
But
leave
that was
here.
genuinely terrifying. And
Every tourist to that
I'm gonna
building.
keep that door. I'm keeping it
Skyrim
closed.
NPC. They have to be. They have to be.
Well, folks,
The one guy was like, "I'm gonna turn up
probably
my
about 10 minutes
my
after
radio,"
our
and then the
ordeal
one
with
girl was
the,
like, "I'm gonna put my earplugs in." And these guys are like, "I don't believe in
door
ghosts."
Closing over there, and we're trying to like rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Mom. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like
It's just the wind.
the backdraft of the wind.
He
and
literally
there's a
said
storm
it's the
going on outside,
wind.
so.
Yeah.
No.
I still don't believe it. Was
You're
the
goofy,
wind, but
bro.
It's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no. It's the only rational explanation
What
you
am
can
I
know. I'm not even looking at that.
You're not even looking at it. It just happened. Okay.
It's moving, right?
Uh huh.
I'm honest. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
The first girl, she muted the scary audio. The second dude thought he was a dragonborn. And these two are the guards. Ah! 10 out of
So there's a
10.
chair over there, and it just started.
Yeah, it moved. The ghost was like, "Let me pull up a chair. Can we have some
No
tea
way.
or something? I'm parched, bro."
I'm not even. No.
It's bonkers.
I'm not having any part of this.
I like your camera. Can I take a look at it? Let me pull up a chair. Bro is having a time. Other dude having a time and a half.
Well, I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think.
I'm gonna drink some more wine and forget.
No, that's poltergeist shit. All that's poltergeist stuff. That's not ghosty. That's like evil spirit stuff.
Chair sitting in the corner of the room inexplicably starts to slide across the floor on its own. And these two diehard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity.
The skeptics are
But
like,
now a little nervous,
maybe?
they finish out their night stay in the other room and head out the next day.
They're like, all right, I'm gonna head out. I'm
the
done
White
with this.
Wagon Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube channel.
You would
All
think
of
that'd
the
be the
footage
first
shown
place
here
they
today
go.
was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Wagon Bothy haunted? And would you dare to spend a night there?
No.
Let me
'cause
know.
No.
It's cold
'Cause
outside, but you
no.
can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs. But we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper.
Nuke has a merch.
Race Argentina, when suddenly they notice something very odd in the house across the street.
Oh! Bro! Don't worry, it's just Sonic. What the heck? What are they doing? They're just running in circles? I also love to run in circles in my house. It's literally just a dude running around his room. Dude, it's literally a dude running around his room. He's tripping. It's fine. He's fine. He's playing. Wait, is that their house? Is no one home? Is that the problem? We see it. There's somebody up there. It's just a person. They're running in circles. Oh, there's the dog. The dog's like, hi, I love you. You pet me. See, they're just running. They're literally running in
Something
circles.
that looks like a person appears to quickly move back and forth across a room on the second floor. The mysterious figure seems to move at an inhuman speed and quickly
No.
changes direction.
It looks
seems
like-
to move without effort, almost as if it is floating past the window.
It's someone's running around their room, dude.
The family dog is very anxious and pants as the family watches the window, trying to figure out just what it is that they're seeing. So what do you think this is moving
I think
back
it's someone
and forth
running
at
around their
such
room,
a
and
fast
you
speed?
should mind your business.
Watcher. German urban explorer Toby from the YouTube channel Unknown Worlds is traveling through Sweden when he finds an old abandoned house in the middle of the woods. It's getting late, but Toby decides to investigate the creepy old house. It did not go well.
Well, maybe don't go in there, dude. I was gonna say, if it's locked, leave it. There's gonna be a squatter in there, dude. Turn around. Leave. Obviously, someone is living there. Bro! That's just me. I'm in their walls. You're just zooming. You have zoomies.
Somebody in here? Do you speak English? Jag talar inte svenska.
It's a rat. Or a mouse. There's a mouse in there. It's a mouse! I'm just saying someone's obviously been sleeping in here. He should expect a squatter, at least. That's a whole dude. It's a squatter. They live there. I'd still run, because you don't know if he's crazy or not, or she's crazy or not. You don't know if they're crazy.
Ach du Scheiße. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Oh Scheiße.
It's a squatter!
Oh mein Gott. Das, oh mein, das war, das,
It was a person.
Das kann doch nur ein Mensch gewesen sein. Ach du Scheiße.
Dude put on infrared instead of a
As
light.
Toby
Bro, it was
looks
literally a
inside one of the
person.
bedrooms, he
It was
spots
literally a
someone in his
person.
thermal imaging camera who is just staring right back at him.
They're probably scared.
Toby
It's his
is
fault for
freaked
being
out.
jump scared.
He just makes a
Bro,
run for it
it's
out
a
of the house and drives
squatter.
away.
They live there.
Toby
You're
uploads
in
this
their
video to his
house.
YouTube
You
channel,
broke in someone's
viewers
house
point
and then
out
you're
that the creepy
expecting them
stranger
to, like,
might have been
okay.
watching him even before he entered the house.
Probably.
erst
They
mal
were
durch die
probably
Wärmebildkamera
sleeping and then they
gucken,
heard him pry open the
ob wir hier
door.
etwas sehen. So, ja. Das sieht jetzt natürlich nicht so vertrauenserweckend aus. Laut Wärmebildkamera ist es an den ganzen Öffnungen vom Haus sehr viel wärmer als draußen. Zumindest laut den Farben. Gucken wir jetzt aber mal explizit, sehen wir, an den Kaltstellen sind es 7 Grad und an den warmen sind es 9.
Okay.
Das heißt, es könnte eventuell auch ein Trugschluss sein.
Oh, he went
Ich
back.
ja, werde jetzt
He's
hier
not
erstmal
watching him anymore.
gucken.
Now, I think it's safe to say that going into an abandoned house all by yourself
Is a terrible idea.
always a bad idea.
Yes!
Not because of ghosts, but because of something scarier and much more
Squatters.
dangerous.
People.
Real people who might
Yeah.
be inside and who really don't want you there.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Toby made it home safe. But this disturbing situation
Bro's
could have
nose is
turned out
cold.
much
Just saying.
worse. Play dead. Trent Williams is away on a trip
Why?
with a friend and staying
That's
at an
scary.
old Airbnb
That title
cabin
is
on
scary.
Skinny Atlas Lake in
He's
upstate
sick.
New
He's got
York.
sniffles.
Once they arrive, the two friends realize that the cabin
maybe he's got the
has a pretty
sniffles.
dark history.
Okay, I usually do not, or I never have believed in like haunted stuff. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm
I
out
hear
at
ya.
Skinny Atlas Lake, the Fingers Lakes in upstate New York, and the Airbnb I'm staying at, the guy did say, just FYI, we do have people say that they hear a piano play at night, and I thought it was bullshit. And I swear to God, I've heard it. It plays. There's a walk over here, so in case I die, I have a documentation of it. Okay, it's an old house. It's on a beautiful lake, though.
All right.
But I did find out the daughter, the guy who owns the place, daughter died in a car wreck, and her ashes are on the piano. God, I get chills. But that's the piano, and it plays at night, and it freaks me out. I have
That's
chill
scary.
bumps just being in this room. I do not get a good vibe.
With a creepy story like that, it's no wonder that the two guys get a little bit freaked out when late at night they start to hear random keys playing on the piano in the living room.
Yeah, I can't do this shit. It's so scary.
No, you go in there with me.
Yes. You have to go first.
Stay behind me. You. It keeps playing, I swear.
It's not playing right now.
No, dude, I'm not going up in that. It's this piano. I swear to God, it is. No, dude, you got me up. If I die, I swear. I will.
You got me messed up. If I die, I'm suing you. Like what?
Dude, no.
Now, when you first watch the video, you might think, oh well, no big deal, that could easily be faked. But here is what makes this video so compelling. Because you see, when you look closely, the played piano key is actually pressed down.
It's pressed down. Oh my
something.
god.
Now,
Oh
this
my
is not to
god.
say that
Oh
this
my
footage
god.
is quote unquote proof of the paranormal, but it does make this
I wonder if
video
she plays her
much
favorite song. That'd be
harder
so sad.
to fake.
I'd cry.
So
I'd
could this
actually
creepy
cry.
Airbnb cabin be haunted by the spirit of the owner's daughter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Yeah, the dude might have his piano rigged so
Before we
people
move
stay
on
there.
to the next video,
Like
if you
ghost
see
hunters and
anything
stuff.
that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Rude Awakening. A Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous is hanging out at her friend's house. The girls were freaked out when they noticed something very odd. A few plastic packages of candle melt suddenly seem to be moving on their own. One of the girls quickly whips out her camera and tries to record the strange activity,
They could
but
check if the rat's
then
inside it.
it
Yeah.
just stops. However, the
They
girl
should,
keeps
but they
recording
just
as
booked it,
they
which honestly fair.
impolitely try to convince whatever spirit might be present to continue moving the packages. And then this happens.
So, let's just continue talking and then.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. 100%. They should have checked it, but they booked it. Because you're string based and welcome that like keys. I understand what you're saying.
For real?
It's not moving. What am I looking at?
What are you gonna do? Alex.
They gently try to convince their quote-unquote poltergeist to move the plastic containers. It doesn't work.
Move. Throw the house away.
So one of the girls turns into a potty mouth, and the ghosts don't like it.
That's not gonna do it. For real?
No, you don't know that.
What are you gonna do?
Alex.
Now, just like these girls, if you caught something weird on camera, send it to me
have a wonderful
at
lurk.
nukestop5 at
Thank you for lurking.
gmail.com.
Thank you for coming in.
Reflections.
Potty mouth. They did not appreciate
An
that at
elderly
all.
man with no living relatives was living alone in an old apartment building somewhere in Japan. A few months ago, the man, who we'll call Mr. A, suddenly began to exhibit very strange behavior, complaining to his landlord that there was, quote, a strange woman in his home trying to take his life.
What?
The landlord was worried about Mr. A's mental health and advised him to go see a doctor.
Yeah,
But
I said we were
instead,
doing one
Mr.
more
A
next, and then
vowed
we're
that he
going
would
to
collect
switch.
proof that what he was experiencing was very real. Not long after, Mr. A tragically took his own life. So, Mr. A's landlord inspects his apartment and finds several videotapes recorded on a very old camera. Out of curiosity, he watches the tapes, and what he sees chills him to his core.
Okay.
This terrifying footage was recorded one day before Mr. A's death.
What? Been looking away for did the dash cam? Nah, it's after this video. What am I looking at? Oh. Good. Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything. Ah, I like the bobblehead. Wait, is that a bobblehead? Or the statue? Okay.
A bizarre, distorted figure can be seen in the reflection of the dresser mirror.
I don't know,
And
I'm
the
gonna be honest,
landlord
that-
now wonders if Mr. A truly did experience something paranormal inside his apartment. The landlord contacts
I like
the
how he drew
Japanese
it.
ghost hunting team, Omagatoki, and paranormal investigator Hiro sets out on a solo overnight investigation into the allegedly haunted apartment. Eventually, Hiro finds the room that can be seen on the disturbing videotapes.
Well, did the old guy die in this apartment now? Or what? Oh, so it was a window. I thought it was a mirror. My bad.
The investigator finds the dresser seen in the old camera footage, but the mirror is gone. A few hours later, and Hiro finally finds the missing mirror. What happens next is downright creepy.
It's wrapped up. There's the mirror. Why would you open it? Why would you open it? Why would you do that? Poor old guy. Poor old guy. He taped it shut. taped it shut. He wrapped it in a blanket. He did all the stuff you were supposed to do, and bro just let it out. Oh, none's out there. Don't open the door then.
As Hiro is cutting zip ties and carefully unwrapping the mirror, someone suddenly rings the apartment doorbell.
Keep that door
and
shut.
There's no one there. But, did you see it?
No.
Hiro is completely unaware that he's being watched as he's unpacking the mirror. And the figure watching him looks exactly like the disturbing entity from Mr. A's grainy home video. Hiro tries using Mr. A's old camera in an attempt to capture anything resembling what Mr. A recorded the day before his death. What happens next is terrifying.
Bro's dumb for that. He found a tape in the garbage. What's on it? Dookie quality camera. That's what I'm saying. Play the tape. There's nothing else.
Hiro finds another tape dumped in the trash. But again, did you see it?
No.
When slowed down for just a few frames of the footage, two little pale hands can be seen pressed against the floor right beside Hiro. He doesn't even notice and is still completely unaware of the entity that seems to be watching and following him. Hiro decides to watch the tape that he recovered from the trash.
In the
and
place?
It makes his
Oh my
blood
god.
run cold.
I'd leave. What? What?
The camera seems to spin around by itself before the same weird distorted face can be seen peeking out at the very bottom of a doorway. Creeped out by the footage, Hiro decides to leave. He thinks that he didn't capture any kind of proof that Mr. A's apartment is haunted. But when he reviews his footage later, he realizes that the entire time he was in the apartment, the same eerie entity was watching him. You can see this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film. Scary moments. These next creepy videos are a little different from what I usually feature, because they are definitely scary videos and very entertaining in my opinion, but they are also just kind of silly.
Okay.
So, a man wakes up his grandpa after he hears the unsettling sound of someone whistling downstairs in their home. What happens next is, well, just watch.
Tranquilo, mijo. Deja ver qué pasa. El Señor está con nosotros. No tengas miedo. Deja ver qué pasa. Deja ir a ver.
Abuelo.
Shut that door and lock it.
Estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase su voluntad. ¡Ay! ¡Abuelo! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ábrele, ábrele! A ver quién es. ¡Ábrele, ábrele! ¡Ábrele!
No pasa nada. No pasa nada.
¡Ay, abuelo!
No hay nada, no hay nada.
A ver, ve, fíjate. Ve, fíjate.
What? Bro, why would you go back downstairs?
Abuelo, ciérrale, 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 ciérrale. Llámale a la policía. Saca tu teléfono.
Not them going back. That's what I'm
This guy is
saying.
absolutely petrified when he spots someone peeking from around the wall at the bottom of the stairs. And in a strange twist, he just pushes his grandpa out
My mom
to go check
got
it out.
just a cure for this.
Now,
What
this
is the
clip was
cure?
originally suggested
Got the
to me as a scary
cameras.
video for the top 5.
Cut them.
But when
Turn
I
it
watch it with all
off.
of that crazy
Throw the
screaming,
camera at the
it
guy.
just makes me laugh.
¡Es un pinche mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale!
Jump out the window to leave.
And I also learned some Spanish. It's a pinche de mano, abuelo. But I'm not sure where I'll ever be able to use that. Anyway, in another very odd clip, a group of women are walking home late at night when they
The
get
way
the
they went back
scare
downstairs
of a
is what killed
lifetime.
me. I'm not gonna lie. He just burped!
All alone on an empty city street, the women are terrified when they hear the strange and horrifying sound of a loud burp. And they just make a run for it.
Bro.
Right?
Especially if you've watched a few TV horror movies. Oh my god, there's the Roomba. It's stuck. It's the Roomba! He turned it off. This
And if a
is
vacuum
scary.
isn't scary enough for you, then what about the evil betrayal of your own feet?
So there's this. Her face!
No
I just heard a loud thud from upstairs.
way.
GG's. You're possessed.
dumb.
No kidding. You're dumb. Me too. I would say that to myself. I'm not gonna lie about my hair jump scared me. I think I was in your stream when that happened, actually. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Alright. Alright, time to find. There we go. I get brushing against my arm, bro. I have its feeling. Frequently,
This
it feels
dash
like
cam
something's
video was
crawling
captured
on
in
me.
Nuevo Laredo,
That's
in
why
Mexico.
you wear high buns.
A man and his wife had just crossed the
Or-
border into
I
the
don't
country
know.
in the early morning hours of January 3rd
know.
of 2020.
I
Shortly
don't
after, they were
know.
met
I
by
don't
this
like
sight.
my hair down. It freaks me out.
Cars stopped at a
'cause I
light,
understand
blocking the
that.
road with multiple people standing nearby.
I just pull it up.
As the driver approaches, the car in the middle lane pulls forward and the people
Oh,
outside
yeah.
gesture the driver to pass
No.
through. However, just as he tries
Okay.
to do so, a pickup pulls around the corner and blocks the open path.
That's rude.
That's
Oh,
when the people
shoot.
outside begin banging on the driver's windows and pulling at the door handles.
Just back up. Back all the way up. That's what I'm saying. Bro, run. Bro, drive fast.
Cartel.
Hit him. Hit that one. He's out of his car. Hit him. Why? What happened?
The group
Why
does
are
whatever
they
they can to get
after
the
him?
vehicle to stop.
Guy handled
But the
it
quick
well,
maneuvers
too.
of the
I
driver allow him
wouldn't.
to speed around the
I'd
blocking
hit him.
vehicles and get away back in the opposite direction. Groups such as this one are commonly known to set up roadblock traps like this in different areas. Typically, they'll be looking for passing trucks to steal, which they'll then use for a multitude of different purposes. However, they'll also steal wallets, cell phones, and other valuable items from these unsuspecting drivers.
Hit him!
Multiple reports of stolen items, including cars, were filed that morning.
God.
James Shaw
No,
Jr.
I'm with
was
you,
a
Dragon. I would have
self-proclaimed
run him
auto
over.
enthusiast.
I would have hit him.
He owned a
Hit
Subaru
him!
Forester and would commonly take it out for joyrides around California. On January 4th, 2015, James was out on Angeles Crest Highway for a scenic ride through the San Gabriel Mountains in Los Angeles County.
Because it goes over the mountains, the Angeles Crest Highway is one of the highest elevated roads in Southern California. James was nearing 2 tunnels and recalls speeding up because he said the echo from the tunnels made the exhaust sound better. However, the road had a sharp turn directly after the second tunnel,
Ooh,
something
bro,
James
did
didn't
you
know
wreck?
at the time. He was going too fast to make that sharp of a turn, resulting in a loss of control. He was left skidding towards the edge, all of which was captured on his dash cam.
Bro, don't go that fast in tunnels. What are you thinking? You're done.
James's car hurls over the edge. However, in a sheer stroke of luck, a drain pipe sticking out from the slope catches his car, saving him from crashing down the mountain, which almost certainly would have been fatal.
Yeah.
On top of that, James was left completely uninjured after the crash.
Wow.
He shut off the motor and stepped out onto the drain
He
pipe.
actually, he probably would have
Then
died.
he
Look at
climbed
that
back up to the road
mountain.
and called for assistance. A recovery tow truck retrieved the car, but it was completely totaled.
Yeah.
A year
It just
later,
rolled
he
down
posted
a
the dash cam
mountain.
footage online,
Bro,
acknowledging his mistake,
I
and hoping
agree.
others
I
would
would
be able
never
to learn
speed
from
again.
it.
I agree completely.
He ultimately admitted
I
that
would
he
be
wasn't
so
paying
careful
full
on all the
attention
roads.
and mistakenly assumed
Yeah,
the road
never
could be
drive
straight after the second
again.
tunnel.
Only bike. No, like, oh my god. Actually, oh my god.
This dash cam footage was taken on
He
June
got
2nd,
actually so
2022.
lucky.
It happened in Australia. The driver of this vehicle had both a front-facing and rear-facing camera. Around 5 p.m., the driver was pulling up to a red light to turn left.
I can't even bike. I take
In the
the
rear-facing
bus.
camera, a
Heck of a
Mercedes can
view
be
to
seen
see
pulling
before
up
you
just behind
die.
it.
Oh my
Almost
god.
immediately after, the driver's side door swings open. A man gets out and starts quickly approaching the vehicle, holding some sort of metal object.
Nah. Why is he so mad? Nope. Now turn around and hit him.
Fortunately, the driver happened to be looking in the rearview mirror when the door opened, which gave him enough time to react. He was forced to drive off the road and through a patch of grass, cutting 3 cars in front of him. The man with the Mercedes was left standing in the roadway. The driver who uploaded the footage doesn't know what the man wanted.
Probably
He
your
mentioned how it was
car.
possible he could have cut off the Mercedes earlier on the road without knowing, but evidence of this was never found anywhere in the footage. He could have been trying to rob the driver.
Yeah,
or maybe
probably.
even
Oh my
worse.
god.
There's no clear way of knowing for
No
sure.
way. What is this? GTA? I guess.
On August 1st of 2021, a forest fire in California, later named the Antelope Fire, was started by lightning.
Wow.
Over the next few
Wow,
days
look
and
at
weeks,
that.
the fire
That's
quickly started
oh
spreading.
my god.
During that time, multiple groups of fire trucks around the area were
Fire's
sent out
so
to try
pretty,
and
but
contain
oh
it.
my god, that's horrible.
The footage
Look
you're
at
seeing
all
was
of
taken at 1
that.
in the morning on September 10th.
The sun
This
was
truck was
gonna
one of
say
many
the
that was
sunset is
sent out that
beautiful.
night.
That's not a sunset. No, it's a
They were driving
fire.
on a road that was close
It's
to the
pretty,
fire.
but oh my goodness,
But
that's
because
awful.
of the wind's direction at the time, they quickly got overrun.
I mean, this was all fine when we were driving down here 2
That's how
hours
quick it
ago.
can spread, dude.
I
God.
guess
That's
when it
crazy.
got away from us
When
back
you actually
there,
sit and think about it, it's crazy.
went a little bit deeper interior and just.
Wow.
44, engine 1671, keep driving as fast as you can, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go. This guy's driving slow, but we need to get the f out of here. Drive. Drive, bro. Holy.
Engine 334, 1671, where are you? Are you in section 14 yet?
Go.
Hey, 334 is turning
Go,
around, heading
dude.
the other way.
This guy needs to
Heading
drive.
north?
Just go
We're
around
gonna start
him.
heading south.
Oh.
Hey, we're backing up. We're cut off heading north out of. Copy that. Yeah, we're just gonna turn around.
Turning around is not an option.
The road in front of them had been engulfed by the flames.
Wow.
But by now, so was the road behind them. This forced them off the road to find another path.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
It's horrible. This is horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is making me anxious too. Oh my god. He just drove through the fire. It's hurting my eyes a little bit.
Go.
Wow.
Holy.
Bro has all the bravery. Yeah, this was terrifying the first time I saw it. Bro, this looks horrifying.
Road. Yep. Get on the road.
Like, I like fire, but this is too much arson for even me. I know it's not arson, but oh my god, this is too much fire for even me. I would have just accepted my death there. Dragon, you would accept your death for so many things.
Road.
You did why?
Oh my god. Oh.
Lost some people.
Oh, dude. Go.
Did he leave him?
Holy.
I'm not God's strongest soldier.
Oh my god.
Finally, they reach a clearing and make it out of the fire.
500.
Though some of the other trucks wouldn't be as lucky. A few of those trucks would be pretty badly damaged. But other than one of the drivers receiving burns to his hands, every firefighter made it out uninjured.
Okay, good.
It wouldn't be until October 15th till the fire was 100% contained.
Wow. That's horrible. He lived though. I'm glad he lived.
This
But
footage was
God, if
captured
he
in
would have left
Slovakia
him,
back in
oh my God.
2012. A family was taking a drive on a narrow country road with trees closely packed on both sides. Eventually, they come across a fallen tree covering the whole other side of the road.
Oh.
However, they continue on.
Why?
But just in front of them, they find another.
At a certain point, you have to know when to turn around. A lot of these people don't know when to do that, it seems like.
As they approach the second one, cracking can be heard just in front of them. A tree was falling, and it started a domino effect with more trees falling closer and closer to their vehicle. The family attempts to reverse out of there, but the trees catch up to them and fall directly on top of their car, leaving them trapped. Meanwhile, even more continue to fall on top of them.
Oh my God!
The trees falling was later discovered to be the result of what's known as ground destabilization caused by excessive amounts of rain. In the last 8 days, it had rained pretty much non-stop in the area. This waterlogged the soil, making the ground loose, which essentially made it so all the trees didn't have a firm hold in the ground.
This is worse than the ones I watched
So
before
when one
bed.
fell,
This
the
is
small
horrible.
force it put on the surrounding trees was enough to take them down with it. The vehicle clearly suffered damage. However, it's unclear if anyone inside of it was injured during the incident.
We're gonna say they weren't.
This dashcam footage was taken from a pickup truck in Chile. The driver had just gotten on a highway on-ramp. As he continued forward, the
These are
vehicle
my
just in
favorite
front of him
videos,
starts
the
using their
dashcam
brakes to
ones.
slow down.
Do you like
Eventually,
to feel
they come to a
nervous?
complete stop altogether. That's when
Hit
the
'em.
vehicle's doors swing open. Two guys get out, one armed with what looks like a gun. Initially, the driver tries reversing out of there, but there was now a car behind him. This gave him no other option than to push forward.
Hit him.
The vehicle was pushed far enough for the driver to get onto the highway. During the push, the brake lights of the attacker's vehicle are shown turning on, but this has almost no effect on the pickup.
Oh.
The video was shown to police to help identify the men. It was also posted online, to which a few days later, the
it'd be
real
like
owner of the
normal
vehicle
people on
used
the
by the
road.
men
A
recognized
gun?
the car as
Yeah,
their
he's
own.
crazy.
It
Look at
turns
him
out
trying
the
to get
car
back in
had
the
been stolen
car
a few
when
days
he
prior to
tried
this
to
video
hit
being
him.
taken.
You chose
This is
this.
what led police to believe that the men were also trying to steal the pickup. This happened in Canada, north of Toronto, in May of 2021. The dashcam footage shows a vehicle driving down the road, when suddenly...
Oh, that's a plane! That was a plane!
plane just barely missed the hood of the vehicle, and it crash landed, hitting the ground in the long grass.
Oh my god, I'd
The
cry.
plane suffered damage to its nose and sides. Two were inside the plane at the time, an instructor and his student. They were attempting a touch and go, which is a training exercise where you land on the runway and slow down, only to accelerate again for another takeoff immediately after. It's basically used to practice multiple takeoffs and landings in a short amount of time. However, this time the plane had failed to regain enough altitude when it tried taking off again,
supposed to be watching
forcing it to
scary
speed across the
stuff.
road into a crash.
Anxious, scared, same
Fortunately,
thing.
no one on the ground was
not
hurt,
really, but
and neither
kinda,
the instructor nor the student received any major injuries.
This is like horrifying. It's
This
not really
dashcam footage
scary.
was
It's
recorded in May
horrifying.
of 2020. Shown is a vehicle driving down the road in heavy rain and high wind. The area had been seeing storms like this for the last few weeks. As the driver pushes through it, up ahead, power lines begin to tip over.
Oh!
One of them
that
gives
is
out
scary.
and takes many others down
God,
with
it's
it.
like, yeah, it's like real scary. It's not just scary. It's real scary. It's stuff that can happen scary. Ah!
The power lines explode as they hit the wet ground.
Why do you hate yourself? I'm
Cables and debris are
sorry.
left strewn across the highway. A man on a motorcycle coming from the opposite direction can be
Fiction
seen
horror at
stopping
least
and
lets you
running
rest
on foot
easy.
into a
This
field
is
to
like,
get
oh
away from the
god, now
wires.
I'm scared to
And shortly after,
freaking
the
drive
driver
to
with the
work
dash cam
tomorrow.
does something similar. He drives off the road onto a nearby dirt path, power lines still exploding in the distance.
Nah, Epsilon, be who you are. But God, when do you like you just hate yourself? You like feeling anxious. What is this, bro? Dude, that was smart. Turn away from it.
It's
Go
unknown
away.
if anyone was injured during the incident.
We're gonna say they're not. God, Serial. What? That's kind of scary, actually. Okay. All right. Don't listen to Ducky Beautiful. No, be who you are. All right. What is that? Why does that look like? Okay. All right. I went back to nukes. I don't want the real scary. I want the fake scary. I don't want the real deal. Well, dude, why is she drowning her friend? Because I want to know.
On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grossbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily secured in her car seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into the freezing water of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the car was submerged in the icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly. However, luckily the car was positioned in a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water. The baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours later, the car is spotted in the river, and emergency first responders arrive on the scene.
Alright, throw it in the Discord. We'll watch it after this one just to calm down. It'll probably go a little bit over, but it's okay.
What have you got?
But as the police and
The
firemen
innocent card
approached
thing.
the car,
Okay.
they heard something that they really can't explain.
We heard something saying, help us inside. And so it was at that point that we, said we have to get in that car now. And we all, the four of us, were able to push the car on its side. And that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
Whoa! Oh, God, there's a baby. Oh, fuck. There's a bear. Brian. Pass her on.
Wait, I think I've seen that, like this video. Not here, but like, wasn't it like the I'm not gonna say anything actually. I think I've seen this one though, like that's an actual thing.
There, go. Let's go.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, help me. Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, help me. That's why we responded saying, we're trying, we're gonna get inside and help you, we're doing the best we can.
We're helping, we're coming.
It wasn't until after we
Ruby
flipped it that
Frank.
we
No,
saw
I don't think so.
the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time,
Yep.
and the child was in the back
I've
seat.
seen this one.
Even stranger. Although
And
all
someone was like,
four of
"It's
the
the
early
mom
responders say that they heard the strange,
beyond."
unexplained voice of a woman
And she
pleading
was
for
screaming,
help, the
like,
officers'
trying to
body
get her baby
cameras
help.
did not pick up any voice at all.
Here, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping, we're coming.
To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, help me.
Jennifer Grosbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's spirit, calling out from the great beyond to try to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter, Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved ones. She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
Yeah, I've seen this
We're
one.
helping, we're coming.
The thing down the
So
hall.
sad.
Oscar Nunez says that strange, unexplained things have been happening all
There's a
around his
podcast
home.
with, like, 4
He
points.
believes that some sinister presence has attached itself to his family.
We'll have to
One
watch
night,
it.
he and his wife return
Also
home
unrelated.
to find something truly
Who?
bizarre.
Girl, I don't know who you're talking about. Oh. Alright, you know what, we're gonna watch it. Where, Dragon, where's the thing you linked? It's not a stream podcast. Okay, well, if you send it to me, I'll watch it independently. That's gross. That is gross. This is so freaky, actually. Alright, you know what? We're gonna watch Idiots in Cars. Calm down, and then we'll wrap it up there.
This video is made for educational purposes and contains significant original text commentary.
Okay. Yeah, we're prepping for bedtime. Ah, smelly!
What's up?
Now you go. Now you just prolonged your day. I was driving on a normal road I drive on. This dude goes in my lane and then had the audacity to look at me like I was in the wrong. Okay, I turn now. Good luck, everybody. Doggy! Doggy.
Oh my god.
No, he's not.
Stupid.
Dog riding freely in the bed of an uncovered pickup truck at 60 miles an hour is a disaster waiting to unfold. Spotted on
Notice that right away. Jesus Christ.
I-205 near... I don't know how to say that, Oregon. Clackamas. Dude, are you like blind?
Why? What the f***, Rob, you dumb mother...
Alright. I had a weight at 2 tons, which is equivalent to 3,000 pounds. I was in the main lane while the other car was in the merge lane. If you are knowledge about traffic rules, you'll know that merge lane must yield to oncoming traffic. The insurance company found the other driver at fault. Well, yeah, if you have a big truck like that, you can't stop like everybody else. You can't slow down like everybody else can.
What are you doing?
Takes you longer. Bro! I had an accident when I turned right and didn't see the Hilux in the left lane. The insurance company ended up writing off the car. Okay. Bonk. Yeah, that was a big bonk. Whoa! That was bad. You're just gonna go away. You're not gonna pull over. Okay. Crash and Springfield driver attempted to cut across 2 lanes to make a turn. This reckless move led to a collision. That's what happens when you don't follow traffic law. There you go. Turn around. Make sure you're good. Girl, don't. Why would you do 2 lanes like that? Don't zip over 3 lines of traffic without looking, especially moving way under the regular roadway speed. Massachusetts. Hey, bro. How about just merge properly and speed up instead? God. Massachusetts midget, oh my god, it's twice. What were they trying to do? U-turn in the roundabout? Oh! Pizza. Or no, that's a taxi. Ended up hitting you anyway. Okay, that was dumb. I just have a boy. Oh, they're listening to twice. Taxi driver caused a rear-end collision and briefly got out of the car to check the damage. Unfortunately, they fled the scene, and their escape wasn't caught on camera. Unironically, everyone here is like maniacs. Ah! Then the pedestrians are just as bad. Me. Oh! Rear-ended! The storm has recently passed and knocked down several trees, knocked out the lights. I was coming on the intersection, saw the lights were out. I came to a stop. If not everywhere, at least an out intersection is treated as a 4-way stop. Person behind me must not have been paying attention because they did not stop. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Bro's having a hard time. Poor bro. God. Bro! White Tesla makes a dangerous left turn onto oncoming traffic. I almost T-boned her, but thankfully I reacted quickly and stopped in time. Happened in Bayview in Toronto.
You put your heart and soul into...
The Tesla driver. Are they the worst? Oh! Bro's Newman. Whee! He's gotta go potty. Driving on a rainy morning, this car racing down the shoulder, wheels over the line, not giving a heck. Felt the rush of wind as it sped by. Connecticut. I don't have ad blocker. I don't know how to use it. Oh no. The situational awareness of some people. Funny part is they almost hit them again when pulling over after. Westchester Pike westbound. PA. Wow. Pennsylvania. E-block. I'm assuming it's a blocker. Oh, Ron Newman. Bah! Ah! Bro, you lost your explode. You lost your exploding stuff. Yeah, I'd get TF over too, dude. I'd be Audi 5000, bro. Hopefully they'll learn a lesson about securing their SIF after this. Ended up being pretty uneventful incident in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes, can get that thing in like 10 mouse clicks. You need that thing. You need help. Maybe. Perhaps. Oh, it's a Tesla truck. It's a Cybertruck. God. You would think you'd be super careful with that car with how much they cost. Oh! You're smelly for that. I know you smell like cheese. Carpet? What? What am I looking at here? This should be reported. Who can hear seriously hurt somebody? Oh. I thought people do that all the time. God. Ugly pieces of crap made by his RX. I wasn't sure whether to be impressed or terrified. The Tetris game this dude played with all that stuff. It was strapped down though. Scene between Chesapeake and Silvocal VA. Say EU blog. There you go. Thank you. I will download it probably another day. You gotta be careful when you got big stuff going, bro. The Yank takes loses his cool after being honked at in Australia. Please stop running red lights. This could have ended very badly. What happened? Yeah, it's red. Bro's gonna run a red light. It's freaking green. That motorcyclist saw his life flash before his eyes, bro. It's like solid 2 mouse clicks, but take your time. Bro got pulled over. If I had a Cybertruck, I would paint it just say Militech on the side.
I said ideally.
Good use of free will.
Like,
Bro saw his life flash.
I said I know they would grant.
Are you f***ing dense? What are you doing?
Me every time I drive.
Who's that? He just pulled out.
Wakey, wakey, oh my god. Bro was mad about that. Ah! That made me nervous. Oh my god. I like how I'm screaming at the cars almost hitting each other and not the ghosts.
With you guys.
Ah!
And I know a lot of people are
Sorry, I'm so freaked out. She didn't even look right and immediately ran the next stop sign.
Be sharing even more personal
Her
stories with you
license
guys.
needs revoked.
What
I'm sorry.
Are gonna attack me? Why are you gonna? Your mom wouldn't be okay with it. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I know my mother, and I know my mom had a very forgiving heart. That is.
God. 4-way stop. Got there first. Driver to my right. Failed to yield my right away. Bro, I hate it when people do that. I hate it when people do that. Actually. God, that's okay. Well, that was better than spooky anyway. So.